Since y'all want to break up, go ahead and break up, but we're going to put y'all money back together for this kid's sake. Now we going to, instead of y'all using y'all, own brand and coming together in love and figuring it out yourself, we're going to do it as a court and see who should pay what. Even if the parent makes more, they combine income, but not just who makes more. So basically, they'll figure out who gotta pay or if somebody gotta pay. It might be zero. It might be that you gotta pay something. It might be that they gotta end up paying you.
Two double. Hey. Problem. We live. Just checking in. Hey, let's get it. Time to talk it out. No doubt. Let's go. T-double Jen in the mix for sure. Real talk, no cap, straight facts. Let's win. Mic on. We locked in. Let's begin. Whoa. We break it down, no script, no gimmicks. Hot takes, deep thoughts, no yeah, been. From the real to the wild, no limits, no doubt. So pull up, tap in, it's time to talk it out.
What up, though?
What's the deal?
It's your girl Jen checking in, and you already know what time it is. It's time to talk it out, and this is episode 42. Just like me, like I'm on episode 42, and we're on episode 42. Like this is too much sugar for now.
Yeah, I lost count a long time ago. Yeah, I got threw up by the capture threw me off. But
oh God, why you keep letting me?
I just actually seen it. But no, yeah, I lost count a long time ago. But that just mean, that just mean we putting on. You know what I'm saying? That's a good thing for me. I feel like losing count went crazy. So, and then y'all here rocking with us. So everybody's doing their part. I'm saying make it this far. This is a long way to come from all the way from episode number 1 to we almost. You know what I'm saying? We in the 40s right now. So,
listen, we have made it. What? I'm not to be messing with that. We have made it, you guys. And as you all know, we are the top, most favorited, bestest, most hottest podcast come out of Detroit with your girl, Jen checking in, your boy T-Double. We are very appreciative that you are here. And most of the time, we like to start with, little local stuff we like to call, what up, though? Is you cool?
Is you mother?
Is you cool? Clearly, I'm not. I'm a little crazy, okay? But it's all in fun. It's all in the good way, okay? As you can see, I have used my face as a canvas. And as y'all seen, there was like a different title thing in there because I started a new channel. It's all about makeup, messy and makeup. Come check me out over there. That's what you're seeing here. This is like a promo for that. So hope to see you guys over there.
Absolutely.
And so yeah, that's that. But in Detroit, it's been a lot going on. I saw a little of it. I'm not gonna act like I got a whole lot, but I do have a couple of things. I want to know though. I'm happy about this thing because I want to start off on a good note. Did you hear that they're passing a bill so they're not gonna be able to charge us for that back unemployment that they were trying to do?
I did hear something about it to the point where they was just leaving people alone. I wasn't worried because I didn't know about any. I think it was only people that got paid more than what they were supposed to or something like that. A lot of people got.
They was basically trying to say everybody got overpaid though. You know what I'm saying? Because they gave everybody that extra money. Yeah.
Okay, that's what they was talking about.
Yes.
Okay, that extra like $600.
Exactly. It's like, first of all, we didn't ask for that.
Yeah, that's crazy to even say. To say that's gonna get paid back. That's cause you know what I'm saying. They don't want the money now, so it's all right. You ain't gotta send them, but I ain't wanted that money. You'd have to send somebody to come. You got to get this blood back.
Right now. No, thank you. I surrender.
You'd have to come get it. I wouldn't even. Nah.
Speaking of, what is up with people and these tree lightings getting pew-pewed? Like, it was in South Carolina, it happened at Partridge Mall here. It wasn't actually at the tree lighting, but it was at the mall where the tree lighting was going on. Like, I mean, is y'all cool? Don't y'all know it be kids at tree lightings?
That ain't the first time that happened here, though. It happened before, and the actual suspects were teenagers. That was actually.
And I was just thinking, that's kind of like the thoughts out of my brain, words out of my mind, whatever. It was probably a kid that did it, though.
Yeah, the actual suspects, it was a couple years back, the actual suspects were teenagers. There was a fight broke out. And I think it was something like that. They planned to meet up down there and fight. They met up down there and fight, and somebody started doing that. You know, it
was probably kids in South Carolina, too. Like, shouts out to, you know, the survivors, everybody that was down there that had to see that and witness that and all that. Like, prayers go out to y'all, because this supposed to be the start of a jolly, joyous season.
Yeah.
Come on, kids. Come on, people.
Absolutely. I mean, it's never a time to just be violent, but if it's any time that's really, like, you know what I'm saying, not the time. It's back-to-back family holidays. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be wanting to be with your family, your people, get around your people, get around some love, man. So y'all
Man, like, lead in love, y'all.
Get around some love real quick.
Lead in love. Open up your book, because your Bible, because that's where it starts. That's where the love starts.
Absolutely.
So, you know, if you feeling angry all the time, you feeling like you don't have enough, you feeling jealousy, envy, fear, doubt, whatever, go to your Heavenly Father. Don't go taking nothing from nobody that don't belong to you. Don't go taking out your anger, frustration on anyone out of anger and violence. Like, let's please. Can we end this year off on a better note?
And start the next one off on a better one as well.
Yeah, like the guy who, I want to shout out to the police, because I don't like y'all. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
When I'm driving around, y'all get on my nerves. Y'all be on some real bull crap. But I do have to give a shout out to, like, the detectives, the FBI and stuff like that that's really working to get these hardcore, you know, career mastermind criminals off the streets. I take my hat off to y'all. I salute y'all, and I thank y'all. You know what I'm saying? Now, if y'all can make sure that, what is it called? Internal Affairs, excuse me, is making sure that these beat cops, these new cops that's out on the street is doing right, that would be great.
Yeah, that's a thing for sure.
That'll be great.
That's definitely a thing. And, you know, people will be more content to cooperate. It'll be easier to cooperate when
we could trust y'all.
Yeah, when you can trust the person walking up.
I don't trust the police.
That they about to do some bull.
Did you see the viral thing? And this is a good thing. A question, y'all. Leave us a comment what y'all think. If y'all saw this, what did you think? And I'm gonna just kind of briefly tell the story. So, a lady called the police. You probably seen this. Lady called the police because she suspected her neighbors of breaking into her house. And when the police got there, she felt like they was beating around the bush, asking her a bunch of vital questions, rather than going to investigate the information that she had given them. And she felt like the police officer was being, you know, nonchalant and rude or whatever. And she, in turn, was being rude with the police officer.
Absolutely.
But in the video, I mean, it really didn't look like the police officer was being rude at first. It just looked like she just wasn't about to deal with the lady's attitude, you know, and I was kind of on the fence about it. And I don't even really mess with the cops like that. But it was just like, lady, calm down. If you want some help, talking to me like that is not going to get it. You know what I'm saying?
She felt like the officer was asking the wrong questions is what she felt like. Like, why you asking me that, and why you asking me this, and but everybody got a job in protocol. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing. when it comes to policing the law, stuff like that, as citizens, we probably feel like stuff should get handled a certain way. But we don't know what, like you say, protocol is, what rules is, what she is trained to do.
Exactly.
And so you giving her attitude like that is not going to get her to do what you want her to do. Ain't you never heard that you get more with honey than vinegar? Or something like that? Like,
you get more sugar with honey than with something.
Yeah, like, you better off leading with positivity, love, a smile. First of all, you're asking for service. You're asking for information. You're in need. And the thing is, what I think she ended up telling them or something like that was like, at this point, it's a civil matter. You don't have no proof.
She told the lady, if you just gonna keep doing this or doing something, I'm just gonna have to leave. And she told her that a few times, and the lady
not literally, but basically she told her, "Girl, bye, I'm out of here. I don't have to deal with this. I'm going home."
The lady kept over talking to her, and she told her, like, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm gonna have to leave if you're not answering the questions. Like, I'm asking questions. That's not helping, basically. You know what I'm saying? You're not answering. So if you're not answering the question,
you keep giving me the same answer, and I'm trying to tell you that's not that. I need you to tell me something else.
Here, that's them right there. And we were like, yeah. So the lady was trying to ask her questions, and she wasn't trying to answer them. So when she told her, like, you know what I'm saying, if you're not gonna answer the questions, I'm gonna leave. She said it a couple times, and the lady was just like, she was doing too much, and I mean,
unfortunately, I
cut
kind
it
of
straightforward. She was doing too much.
I have to kind of agree. She really was. Like, you wasn't gonna get nowhere like that. You was better off, playing it as cool as you could, and then making a complaint.
And
you know what I mean?
Oh, you got a problem in your neighborhood because now you called.
You viral.
And you out loud talking about who did something, and whether they did it or not, the police not doing nothing because you're not cooperating with them, so you don't have no help now.
And even more than that, you viral. Like, it was on one of the biggest platforms in our city as far as putting out local news. Like, everybody's seen that junk pretty much, a majority of people. So I'm pretty sure your neighbors did see somebody, bless you.
Thank you.
Somebody that knows your neighbors seen it. It was like, ain't this the lady that stay across the street from y'all? Who is she talking about y'all? Because it looked like she was pointing towards your house.
She said a car color.
Everything. And I'm pretty sure she did not expect that junk to be viral on Crime and the D, Metro Detroit News, whatever.
Yeah.
That was crazy, but I didn't even have that rolled down. But yeah, absolutely. And it seemed like she the one, and matter of fact, she the one was taping it.
And that's the thing. People it was her, but people think that, you know what I'm saying, is doing them justice, and sometimes that backfire on you. That camera is dangerous. People so quick to pick it up. But a lot of times that backfire on you, like a person who was recording something was just in a case for recording it. I forgot what it was, but matter of fact, the Chicago kids, but we'll get to that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's internet mess. So apparently there was a 13-year-old robbed at gunpoint for some dang on Balenciagas. And that just reminded me of when they used to rob people for Jordans when I was little.
Man.
Like, I don't see the point in getting no kid no Balenciagas, but that's just me. I mean, not to wear to school. You know what I'm saying? I can see to prom maybe, but to walk to school? No, hell no.
They're not just dress shoes. They are.
I understand that they're, but come on. I understand that they have Balenciagas.
Right, you said maybe the prom, like, but you know what I'm saying? That was probably
people wear gym shoes to prom all the time. Or just something nice. Like, don't wear no Balenciagas walking to school or walking around the hood.
I don't feel like you should have to. I don't feel like you should have to be forced to wear a different. Just go and get your own. You know, and it ain't that hard to say. I'm not about to change what I wear because of where I'm going, because I feel like that's just not what I'm about to do.
I am.
I don't. I don't feel like that. I wouldn't do that. And
I do. I would. That's just like, okay, just walking around. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you was on your way back and forth to work or whatever, you're not just about to be wearing no Cardis. For what? Just walking back and catching the bus to, you know what I'm saying? Why you gonna be wearing your Cardis?
I'm trying to think of ever.
But I'm saying, why would you though? What is the point?
Some people just like that's my everyday. You know what I'm saying? Some people is every day with that. Like when some people feel like, this is something I always wanted, or I spent a lot of money on this, or you know what I'm saying? That's a big chunk to some people.
And I totally understand, right?
They feel like,
but we have to use discernment, right? We have to use discernment and be smart about it and understand that they're just like that's something you always wanted. That's something somebody else always wanted. Somebody that don't gives no fuck, don't got them all. People is mentally disturbed. People is kleptos. People is just, you know what I'm saying? You kind of asking for it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, maybe it's just growing up in Detroit because it is a fashion show. Detroit has all.
And that's why I'm just saying. I remember when I was growing up and they used to be robbing people for Jordans. You motherfuckers will wear certain shoes to walk to school, and when they get to school, they put their good shoes on. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I'm not doing all that. My thing is what I'm wearing is what I'm wearing. I'm definitely not doing that. That I just feel like, you know what? I'm not. No. If I bought my kids some nicer shoes, because the thing is, it ain't even about that they was Balenciagas. Like you said, they was taking Jordans, nicer brand of shoes. Listen, they was robbing.
I mean, that's when Jordans was kind of like new and shit.
They was robbing people for Cartiers that I know.
Yeah, exactly.
Nicer things is what people want. Now, no. Do I want to put my kid in situations that I feel like, hey, somebody is gonna want to try to rob you? No, I don't. But do I want to take away from something that they want? Like if they like, hey, I want this, I don't want to take that away, because you know if that's.
I'm not saying don't buy them, but to walk to school.
Maybe not to walk to school. I don't know, but to go to school and then change it. If you buying them for school, I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, I mean that's bold. The whole deal is bold. I'm not saying that that's cool for them to do that. That's bold, but
yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
I just feel like that kid was like, you know what I'm saying. You force him to say, all right, I understand that you like these or whatever, but you can only wear these when I'm taking you out type. You know what I'm saying? Nah, he about to be like, he at school, like, I got some Balenciagas at home. They might be like, man, oh, like, shut up. You saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody care about that. You talking about what's at home. It is, like I said, growing up is a fashion show. People make it that, more so than, see, I grew up with my grandma. See, so I joined the fashion show late. And I slowly joined up on. I wasn't down to the T. I wasn't one of them drippies. When I first had a pair of Jordan 1s, people laughed at me. They laughed at me. Jordan 1s.
I don't wear Jordans. I literally never had a pair of Jordans.
I got a couple pair of 9. I'm thinking about getting a pair that they got. They're gonna have a Black Friday sale, $50 on.
The one time I put some Jordans in the layaway. When I went back to get the Jordans, right? I was probably like 18. And I went and took the money. I had some money. I think I probably needed to pay like $150 to get the Jordans out. I probably had put like $50 down or something like that. And I had like $200 to go get the Jordans out and to, get some food, some shit like that. And when I got to the Foot Locker or whatever, I just was like, I can't do it. I was able to, I think I had to put like $25 with the money that I had put down for the Jordans. And I got some other Nikes. And then I took the rest of my money. Man, fuck them damn Jordans. I took the rest of that money and went to about 3 different stores and bought some more shit. Clothes, books, Bath and Body Works.
To be, you know what I'm saying, to be fair, the pair of Jordan 1s that I had was like $50, $60. My grandma wasn't paying no lot for no shoes. So when I seen Jordans, I'm like, oh, I'm about to grab those. You know what I'm saying? I want those, but they looked like Air Force One. I'm an Air Force One kind of guy. They looked like Air Force One was almost just flatter, well, whatever. But they had a dog out. They was like red and gray and black. Ones that right now if they came out, they gonna go crazy for. They probably gonna be way more than $64, right? I got those. I rocked them to school. I thought I was that. They laughing. Look, DJs, he got no. He thought he would. Not no Team J's. No, those are Jordan 1s. Those are retros. Right now, I'm talking about they'll go crazy for some retros. Jordan 1s. Oh, I need to go and get them. I got laughed at, and I was like, I didn't understand when I was a kid. So I'm like, I'm gonna go back to what I know. Just give me Air Forces. I'm straight on them, and I went back to Air Force Ones, and now turn around. I'm 10 years later, a million years later, 1,000 years later. I'm here like Jordan 1's going crazy. Them were $64, and people laughed at me. Now people are at the store fighting. What?
But look at how people is going crazy over Champion. That shit used to be at Kmart and Payless.
Not even that. What about the Asics?
What?
The Asics.
Them bitches about $100-something now.
Asics used to be $30. You hear me?
Yeah, New Balance, all that used to.
But they want to say they want to do that, but then they want to say Air Force Ones is a dad shoe. They said they should make Air Force Ones $50 now because they're a dad shoe. That's what the younger generation is saying. The YNs are saying now. They should make them dad shoes. Please make them $50. So I please hope that y'all keep saying that and they do that. I'm Nelly back in the day. That's it. I'm still that nigga. I'm still that Air Force One nigga. Like,
I ain't mad at you.
I would even go and get my shit custom made. Like, I would get some plain ones and get some custom.
So I got a question. Air Force Ones, those are your favorite shoe, kinda.
That's my, yeah.
Okay. So, right now we are like the hottest podcast in Detroit, but when we go worldwide, right? And when, I'm segueing to something here.
Do your thing.
When you, okay. So now, you got influence. You know what I'm saying? Millions of people is watching your podcast, or maybe even let's just say hundreds of thousands. Okay, we ain't even gonna say you made it to 1 million yet, but you got reach. People, you working with name brand companies, name brand big businesses.
You out here.
You out here.
You outside.
You outside. Would you reach out to any of your favorite companies or anybody for sponsorship for your wedding? So let's say, okay, they give you everybody in your wedding party Air Force Ones somewhere at the wedding.
I probably would. I feel like that's situational. If it's something that's comfortable within the whole thing, the whole situation, what I mean, if it's something that's comfortable within the whole situation, meaning, my wife has to be comfortable with me doing this. It just has to fit. It has to fit the whole thing, right? If it fits, I wouldn't have a problem doing so. Me, I'm a person that is heavily on, I'm big on stuff going the way. This is why I don't really like to plan stuff. I'm big on stuff going the way that it was planned
Spontaneity.
when the plan was made out, because if it don't go that way, then I'm mad. Even if it happened, I'm going through the motions, because you know what I'm saying. I'm like, man, this not right, and then when it come out right, or at the end it turn out how you wanted to, still the motions in between. I went through, you know what I'm saying, because I pictured it away to be exact, and that's the exact way So if we're taking something, I don't mind reaching out, asking for something. If that's what you're saying. I don't mind that. I know where you're going with this. I don't mind reaching out. It just has to fit my situation. That's just it for me. For me personally.
Yeah, because here in Detroit, what up though? Is y'all cool? Like the internet went crazy, Detroit internet, because this might not have been worldwide, but it is it's a question that could go to anybody anywhere, because I did my research, you know what I'm saying? And the couple here in Detroit who the husband or the husband to be is like a influencer promoter, he a promoter, you know what I'm saying? He got a lot of influence in the city, work with a lot of big companies here, and for the most part he got a pretty good reputation. He started out doing regular messy type of questions on the internet, and then started throwing parties, then opened up a couple of businesses. Anyways, so he got influence. So anybody who sponsors his wedding is going to be um compensated. Like before his wedding date, the person 9 times out of 10 gonna get enough business just from the promo to pay for the free stuff that they're going to give this couple. But when I tell you the internet went crazy,
Because we stay where we stay, what you gotta understand is they gonna get a lot. Now, what they have to be is these people have to be socially inclined as well. If they have a social media platform that has an outlet for them to get paid, this is the time where they can get paid. This where they will make the most money because they will be tagged in a lot of things. What you got to understand is what Detroit is what people call it is this is the city that has the most hate amongst each other. Now, the thing is this, you have to know how to turn hate into success, right? Which he has done in multiple ways. Now, for people who's going to actually offer the sponsorships, do you think that people hating on him is going to go to them and be like, I want something from you now? No, they're going to choose you to also to hate on. Look at this fool who decided to do it. You're going to be a social media outlet. If you have anything that you can get paid, but he's going to tag you in it. Any social media that you can possibly put up that's getting you paid, you put that up. That's how you're going to get paid. It's not going to be because people about to be like, oh, now I want to go to them now because they sponsor. Because you're not going to get that. You're not an influencer. You don't have that. You can't bring people. So you don't have that. You can't go and be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to spend my money with him because I know he's sponsored. That's not what's going to happen. That's just not what's we live in Detroit. What's going to happen is people is already hating or, whatever, talking down, saying what they saying. It's just going to be more talk when the people decide to hate. I do it for you. I do this for you. I do that for you. People are going to decide to pick you out to talk about. That's what's going to pay you. Other than that, you're not going to get paid from somebody coming to come see you because you said, I'm going to sponsor this, because they already said that if you sponsor this, you actually get sponsored, you drop big. And they already saying a bunch of other crazy, just wild stuff. They not about to go and agree with the person who sponsors it. Like, oh, hell yeah, you the right person. No, they about to be like, you a damn fool too. That's what Detroit about to say. Motherfucker outside looking in, or motherfucker who really know, or motherfucker who been through it, they might look up and be like, man, that's real shit. Whoa. That might take a minute to happen. You're going to get paid from being talked about. And you're going to get talked about in Detroit if you jump on that. That's what's going to happen.
Here's the thing. You're going to get talked about in Detroit either way, though. You're going to get talked about, period. You know what I'm saying? They talked about Jesus. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't getting talked about, then you ain't doing something right.
Well, there's a lot of people who ain't doing a lot of stuff right, because there's a lot of people who ain't talked about. But the thing is to be talked about, right? He's talked about because that was a whole internet thing. It just went up to be talked about. Anybody else who ever did that, you hardly even know their name. Obviously, that's what I'm saying. The influence, you don't. When you got that, the influence is good. It's got good. It's got bad. It's got ugly. It's got every side you could possibly think of.
That's my whole point. The good is gonna outweigh the bad. People like that like to hate behind the keyboard. All it takes is they only need a handful of people to actually deliver on what they asking for. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, the name is already out there to people who didn't know it before. The engagement is already up. The check is already bigger. So, like he said on the post earlier today, like, keep hating on, please keep hating on me.
Actually, that's an older post that just aged very well. They just resurfaced in that one as well. He been said that about the hating on him. It was just an older one. It just kind of resurfaced.
I'm talking about the post when he talked about how much money he made in 3 days. He made more. That post, that was a new post.
Oh, okay.
I thought I didn't
mean,
see no reason. I didn't see it
I
as a
seen that the
repost.
first comment said it aged well, but
That was a different. That you talking about the black? Anyways,
no, I'm talking about the exact same one because I know exactly what you're talking about because everything you talking about, he said.
Okay,
But
it's, you know, that's semantics.
yeah, neither here nor there.
You know, I thought that it was a good idea. Marketing wise, you know, it's smart for both parties. You know what I'm saying? People gonna talk either way. People gonna hate, you know. So, you know, if God be for you, who could be against you, first of all? If the people is for it, who cares about the haters? You know what I'm saying? People gonna hate anyways. So, you know, at the same time, the same people that's hating will sneak and be looking at his page, going to his events, and supporting the people that sponsor him. So, like I said, I think it was a good idea simply because it's a win-win for both parties. But like you said, it polarized the city because you had some people that you either thought it was a great idea and, you know, hoped he got it, or you thought it was the dumbest, beggingest, loserish shit you ever seen in your life. So it polarized the city for about a week. It was funny to me. I really, but at the same time, it wasn't, because I felt bad for his fiance, because it was like she went from cloud nine, having her birthday celebration, her engagement and everything, to waking up to just see a hate. And it's like, for what? You know, just, if you don't want to support, keep scrolling. All of the parodies and the reposting of their pictures and just doing the most.
Yep,
like, that was bold. That was mean. It was unnecessary.
I want to say I joined the train. I wish I had the little button. I got to
He did. I almost forgot that. He did.
And get the little horn.
I did not
horn sound. Shout out
or condone that.
Shout out to Ugly Money Podcast, by the way. I want the little horn that he got. I wish I had that.
I did not condone that.
Shout out to Ugly Money Podcast. But by the way, I joined that because one thing is
I'm not gonna say some of the shit wasn't funny, but I just I don't agree with it.
I'm just saying my piece because
contributing to no female's pain.
Boom, I understand. Now, what I'm gonna say, I joined that. I was a part of that. I didn't do a video. I didn't share a video. I took a picture. And you know, I copied it. I shared it. I made a joke. To me, I cackled. It was funny.
I mean, even he was laughing at some of the parodies and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
It was funny.
He shared one of them himself.
Yeah, it was funny to me. I thought about doing a video, but my video was gonna be totally different. It was gonna be basically me asking. I was gonna do it in a whole different way. Like, I was gonna do some shit like, I ain't had no sex in a minute. Like, somebody sponsor me a room, some money to give me a little. I was gonna make a whole little. I was gonna run with it. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna do. It's because this is what people do. You take something and you make jokes out of it. I am a social media comedian. In real life, I'm not that funny. I am a comedian. Like, I'm Eddie Murphy delirious when on social media. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm out there like raw Eddie Murphy. You know what I'm saying? Richard Pryor, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get to it. You know what I'm saying? But it was no disrespect, but I just felt like, why am I gonna hold in what I thought that was funny and then allow somebody else to say it before me, or I feel like you said something? I'm gonna say what I said. You know what I'm saying? And it's out of all fun and games.
We all
Like,
trying to
that's how I
get
feel.
engagement. At the end of the day, once you professional on Facebook, it's all no holds barred. Especially when you a comedian, it's all in jokes. It's all jokes. So I was just talking shit. I know you wasn't really hating like that. You know what I'm saying? I know it was all in jokes, but at the same time, a lot of people was being mean with it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people wasn't just
I don't
joking. It's a
make
lot of
any
people that
comments about,
been hating on
you know,
him for the longest.
I didn't make
And
any comments or
because when he broke up with his first wife, that was a whole thing where a lot of her supporters turned into his haters, and just that was a whole thing. So
Listen, basically, if if people ain't talking about you, you ain't doing something right. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, I don't. I feel like he got tough skin. He ain't taking none of this, and she ain't taking none of this to no heart. They still sit. Because everything that they want is gonna happen. Because they built this brand for themselves in order to be able to make this step that they making. You know what I'm saying? To even have that as a thought, to even think that it's gonna be successful doing it that way. They made this. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, whether jokes or not, they got tough skin. They not really. I just feel like they not really into that. It's another source of income for them. Y'all sharing the pictures for them. They love it. I'm pretty sure. Keep continuing. They love it because that helps. You know what I'm saying? That helps them make the next step. So, if you ain't hating and you ain't liking, you need to pick a side. One of the two. Goddamn. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes. So.
Wrap up the Chris K. Ray and BAYBEEEE hate train. That's what I say. Detroit internet, wrap it up. We tired of it. Okay.
Just say you tired of it, because I think he can. I think they enjoying that cash.
Well, I ain't gonna say. Well, I guess.
I think
Keep
you
it up so they
tired.
can keep
Yeah,
the
I
money
think
for their
they
wedding.
enjoying that cash.
I said, I'm like, shit. They gonna sponsor the haters. Gonna sponsor
That's
the
what
wedding.
I'm
Whether they
saying.
want to or
That's what
not.
I'm saying. I'm sure they enjoying that cash that you sitting back talking while they sitting back having a good meal on the regular. You know what I'm saying? Laughing at comments that y'all making. So I'm sure.
Speaking of raking in some dough. Okay, did you hear about? And I'm gonna shut up because you ain't saying none of your things.
I don't have anything for Detroit.
Oh, okay, good. So I don't feel bad. Okay, so did you hear about? I think. Oh yeah, in Plymouth. No, they had a mansion in Plymouth. I don't know where these people got caught. It's in Michigan, though, somewhere. They had 247 undocumented workers working for a plumbing company. They done made $7.4 million. They was living in a $1.5 million mansion in Plymouth.
They was living it up. You know what? They knew something. They knew something.
And undocumented people, bro. This is why Trump doing what he doing. And I don't want to talk about Trump too much on this show. But as far as with ICE and everything, because he like, oh, y'all think y'all about to make $7 million and not pay me taxes on all these people. These people need to pay him $5,000 a piece to be a citizen of America. That ain't free no more.
I know. Only thing I want to say about Trump is he better come with that 2,000 next year.
The stimulus.
Yeah, he better come with that 2,000.
Whatever. Yeah, while he putting tariffs on stuff, I need some of my money back.
Yeah, absolutely. You better come with that 2,000.
Tired of him.
Only thing I want to say to you, Orange Man.
Agent Orange.
Okay. Only thing I want to say to you, other than this right here.
Okay.
I mean, I had a couple of shout outs in Detroit. First and foremost, I did want to shout out my boy G-Man Cash, man.
That's my dog.
Shout out to
my friend Crystal Cousin. So
he secured a deal with FanDuel that for the Pistons song, Pistons won again. So now every time on FanDuel Sports, Pistons win, they're gonna play his song.
Okay.
And that leads me to say shout out to the Pistons, man. They tonight made it 13 in a row, 13 wins in a row. Last time Pistons had 13 wins in a row was 04 or something like that at the end. Both times we won a championship.
The winners, them both are, yeah, I know them years.
So
okay.
we on the roll, you know what I'm saying? Big roll.
Okay, what is that? K Cunningham?
That's K.
Okay, K Cunningham.
And Ivy back, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, Pistons. I should have had on my Pistons jersey tonight.
Listen, you see.
Okay, I see it.
You see how I'm rocking. But definitely got to make a Pistons game very soon.
Yeah.
They are 13 in a row.
That's what's up. Go Pistons.
Shout out to those guys, man. Again.
Focused on my boys.
And I want to shout my boys out. Huge.
Man, that was amazing.
Time for my guys.
That game was.
Get them more.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody look and say we shouldn't have struggled, but it's any given Sunday, man. People get out on that field and they play hard, man, against certain teams or whatnot, and people don't like losing to the Lions, and you gotta deal with it.
So what is new? Because when I seen we was playing them, I'm like, I don't know nothing about them or their record. Like they suck, or is they like what? We was supposed to just annihilate them.
They playing with a third string quarterback. Basically, you could say, because Russell Wilson, and then the Jackson Dart was hurt. You know what I'm saying? So they had Jameis Winston in.
Hold on.
And they made a mockery of Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson was out there?
Yes.
He played?
No. They made a mockery of him when he came out for the coin toss and said the kicker made the right decision. They called him the kicker. He came out for the coin toss in overtime. It was him and Jared Goff. Didn't play a down. Jameis Winston balled out. He's out of there. Russell Wilson, just listen. No, keep doing what you're doing, brother. Just go home, take care of them kids like you know what I'm saying. Been doing, man. Wrap it on up, brother. I understand. Sometimes
get that money. You know what I'm saying?
It hurt. That's what you don't want to leave alone.
Hey, get that money.
Get that money. Coach to college somewhere. Coach a high school.
Hey, as long as they're gonna keep signing that contract. Get it. Man, that's what I say.
You don't go out like that. Once this one over with, you just go ahead and retire. So the thing is, after that,
some people don't think like that. Though.
You after that, you just on a free agent list. You sitting there.
As long as that's what I say. If somebody gonna keep signing the contract,
man, signing to sit down, man. I ain't doing that, man. I ain't signing nowhere. And I ain't never been a pro. But the thing is, I feel like after so many years, I'm this. What? Why am I about to keep doing this? I ain't even got to keep doing it because the money ain't even about to be nothing no more. Like, nah, it's nothing. This pennies now. You know what I'm saying? Compared to, he's a millionaire. It's pennies now. I could go ahead and do something. I can invest my money.
But this is what he wants to do. He's a football player. He want to play football.
When it's gone, it's gone. And that don't mean your knowledge gone. You just can't listen. When you done, you done. You can be a coach, a owner, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Go somewhere in the office. Be behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? But
that's messed up.
No, that's
you gonna sit that man down?
Absolutely.
Sip your tea, huh? You like that's it. That's all. Damn.
But yeah, big shout out to my Lions, man. They went in overtime against the Giants, so and I want to say, I want to say the Giants played a fucking ball game. They played hard.
They really
man.
did.
And I expected us to just mop the floor with the Giants as well because they just had to play with some pieces put together.
I didn't know it was
like,
supposed to be like that.
We gonna mop the floor with them, you know. So, but you know, playing out there, playing out there in that game is. You can look at somebody like, hey, yo, we gonna do this, and it's different when they get out there. You know what I'm saying? So, and I feel like that's what happened, but the Lions still did that thing. Big shout out to the Lions, man, again. Shout out Big Dan Campbell, man. You know what I'm saying? They doing their thing. The last thing I had that was close to Detroit. That was in Michigan. Before I even say this, I want to say I tried to find outlets they get on the free food that they're giving out, man. Get those free turkeys that they're giving out. They gave out a lot today. A lot of them were given out today. I didn't get a chance to actually see where. So if they're giving out any more later on, but I'm sure they are. Just get on it. Just go out, look for that.
Act like you got some sense though. Don't act like them ladies did at the beauty supply store.
Man, please, man. Let it
pushing, shoving, tripping and stuff. Like, please, y'all. Don't. We got to stop this poverty minded. Like, you can't be patient. Like, you entitled and all. Like,
you gotta
come
take
on.
all of it, and it's 50 of
Y'all
them. You
tripping.
want all of them. You want some for your cousin. If they ain't there, okay. But no, that leads me to say, shout out to my girl Claressa Shields. She gave out 1,000 turkeys. She gave out 1,000 turkeys today in Flint.
Okay.
And big ups to her, man. Just hands on with our community, just not forgetting where she came from. Just you know what I'm saying.
She rep Flint
always being foot on the ground,
and she makes sure it's Flint. Yeah, no shade to Detroit, but I'm from Flint.
But I'm glad you say that because I feel like as Detroit, we need to get on my girl Alycia Baumgardner. She is from Detroit, which is also an undisputed champion. Claressa, her and Claressa has had some encounters. They came across each other, and Claressa talks crazy to her. They talk crazy to each other because they're competitors, you know what I'm saying? But this is an undisputed champ that's from our city. She's from Detroit. Shout out Alycia, the Bomb.
Okay, Miss Mom.
She's a undisputed champ. They're not the same weight class, but
yeah, you was telling me about this.
Yeah, they not the same weight class, but Claressa wants her to move up, which is kind of, it'll be a task for either or to go either way, up or down. It'll be a task for either or. Claressa wants her to move up to fight because Claressa says she's not moving down. I just want to throw her name out there because I feel like a lot of us Detroit people, we support Claressa, which is fine. I'm not saying don't do it. We support her, and she reps her city, Flint, and we look over people right here in our backyard.
Alycia, I didn't even know about her.
Alycia the Baumgardner has a fight December the 19th, I believe. Whenever Jake Paul fights Anthony Joshua, she's the opener.
Okay.
So, she's one of the openers. She's on the card that night. And I believe she will show out. And I want to shout out my girl again.
She gonna win, for sure.
Big shout out to my girl, Alycia, the Baumgardner from Detroit.
Shout out to her.
Yeah, for sure, man. Show her some love, y'all.
Yes.
Oh, boom. Okay. Oh, no, that wasn't. All right. Well, since we was doing shout outs. No, because it wasn't, but since I was doing shout outs, it just wasn't Detroit, it wasn't Michigan.
We on there.
I feel like
segueing the internet mess now.
I feel like this shout out it ain't Detroit, but I could not go without doing this. I have to shout out my boy Shadeur. My boy Shadeur Sanders, man. Listen here. A lot of people doubted my boy. A lot of people. He was 5th round. And I look at movements and how the coach is treating him in the locker room. He didn't even get the game ball as being a rookie starter and winning his first rookie game, which has not been done in Browns franchise history since like 1950 or something like that. Since they whole organization started, they have not had a rookie quarterback come in and win his first game. And the way that he congratulated him, he congratulated everybody real loud. Kevin Stefanski, hey, boom, big shout out to AB, hey, and we got a rookie quarterback that started his first. Good job, Shadeur. And just like that's the way you would just have to look it up to see. I just feel like, he's one of them and he just don't like that man because he's, and even the owner of the team came and hugged Shadeur, like a real tight hug, like, you know what I'm saying? You feel the love that he felt like, thank you. The Browns have not won a game in a minute.
Okay, so question. Who is this coach? Where do he come from? What is his relation to Dion? Because I feel like a lot of these people in the NFL are taking grievances that they have with Deion Sanders out on Shadeur.
Kevin Stefanski, so I can't remember if he actually played in the NFL. I think he played at Penn State or something like that. But I don't know if he actually had but what they tried to say about Shadeur is that he's too arrogant. He don't pay attention to this and that. But if you notice what Shadeur did, he made it known when in the press conference, post-game press conference, which is after the game, he let it be known that don't nobody care if that was just off a week of practice. Letting it be known that he only practiced for a week. He was unprepared.
You did about today.
After the game. This was literally right after the game.
Yesterday. Oh, that was yesterday.
So he said, don't nobody care if that you only had 1 week of practice. Don't nobody care about that. You know what I'm saying? He said you got to get out there and do it. You got to get out there and you just got to ball. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is when your number called. And the thing is, he said, people want me to fail. But he's really giving you key points in this interview about what he's going through every day. He not getting practice with these players that he got to go out here and play with.
Right.
He don't need, so that to not have timing. You don't know how he running his route, how fast he is. None of this. And now you just throw me in the jam. But he was letting the people know. He let that be known out loud. He let it be known.
Mm-hmm.
That's off 1 week of practice. Right. But don't nobody care about that. Don't nobody care because if you go out there and he lose, they gonna be quick and say that's why he 5th round. That's why he this. That's why he that. That's why he go out there and he win. He hardly get congratulated. It's hardly a congratulations.
And that's how I go.
That's just not. That's just. That's how it goes, but that's not right.
Think about it.
And they try to say he arrogant because he say stuff like that. He said, "Listen, when my number call, I'm just gonna play."
Mm-hmm.
And next man up, and that's just how he play. He said, I'm not. He said, it's no pressure against me. He said, I'm having fun. Like, he said, you gonna see when I go out. That was before the game. He told reporters, you coming, right? Oh, yeah, I know all y'all gonna be out there. You gonna see. Shout out to Dion's pops was out there, man. Shout out to Dion. Dion was sitting in the box, man. Shout out to Big Dion sitting out there. But yeah, big shout out to Shadeur, man. He balled he balled out for his first game, and to not have no practice, that is not an easy thing to do. Being a quarterback, you can come in almost at any other position and not have and only practice for a week and almost be able to gel. But as a quarterback, you gotta you the leader. You're a leader of the pack. You know what I'm saying? You get blamed for this when anything go wrong. You know what I'm saying? So big shout out to my dog for doing that. So
that's what's up. I like Deion Sanders, and ever since I've known he have sons, and then I like that.
He got a daughter too.
Well, I know. I'm saying, I know. We ain't gonna speak on her.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna speak on her. I'm talking about they play football or whatever.
Right.
I was like, oh, that's cool, like LeBron and his sons or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like that's cool. I feel like I need to lift my legs up. Like I feel like my circulation is getting cut off. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I don't.
Like my legs, I can almost swing my legs, and so
swing your feet.
It feel crazy.
My feet on the ground.
Anyway,
my boots on the ground. Boots on the ground. My boots on the ground.
It's almost like my circulation is off on my whole body. Like now this feel weird. Anyways, so I see we got some just saying, so I'm not gonna say that right. I'm just going to the first thing that's on man. As far as it's kind of like, okay, this internet mess, but it's like, Offset, is you cool?
He tripping. As far as what the last thing I heard, I would have to be. I'm ready to fight. Listen, listen. I'm not even for the last thing I heard with him trying to file custody for the kids now, and with her being married, basically he's trying to file custody for the
Boy,
new baby.
kid.
Listen here, stop playing those games, man. That's not even cool.
And my thing is this: I don't know why people keep playing with Cardi. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to this legal system thing. Like, I don't know why people keep trying to play with her. And I feel like that's why he's holding out from the divorce. Like, he wants some of her money. He want to get them kids so he can get child
He
support.
definitely want that money. He
Yeah.
definitely want that money.
He want to get them kids so he can get child support and spousal support, like the that he is. Like she said,
what she was gonna give him 10? She was gonna give him what, like 10 million or something like that, and he said no, he won't have. Or it was, she offered to give him some type of money. I forget exactly how much, but she was gonna give him some money, and he said no, I want half of everything.
And that's the thing. Like, I don't know what type of relationship they had before they got married or whatever. I was, all for them getting married because I'm always gonna be for somebody getting married because I just feel like
That's the thing. See, everybody came. And I understand, but I understand if you like. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. If you like marriage, you like marriage. That's okay. But just because two people said marriage, that is not okay to just be like, oh yeah, they should get married. No, they have to fit. They may look good together. That don't mean they should get married. And you put a cupcake next to a donut, that look good together, but that don't mean they should get married.
I think me and my mama had the same conversation in the car the other day because we was listening to the Strawberry Letters, and the caller, it was crazy. I was gonna say that for later though, so I totally understand. That sometimes people jump the gun and get married that shouldn't be married, but once you're married, that's neither here nor there to me. Once you're married, you have entered a covenant and you said till death do you part. It's on you to do your part to hold yourself to that covenant. Now, if that person do something to break covenant, that's between them and God, because it's a threefold, it's a throuple with you, that person, and God once you get married, and whether you was supposed to do it or not. Because in the Bible, it says a lot of times it's better to get married than to go to hell and keep fornicating. So, because God will deliver you, but people get married and don't consult God. They completely ignore God as the third person in their marriage. And so at that point, it looked like they shouldn't be married. But what it is they shouldn't be ignoring the most important person in their marriage, which is the creator of marriage, the creator of them. So, I feel like Cardi, I don't know them personally, so I don't know how they was praying, fasting, what type of counseling they did for their marriage. Excuse me. But I feel like they probably got married for all the wrong reasons. Probably. He proposed to Cardi during they was mad at each other. He walked onto her and he interrupted her concert and proposed to her in front of thousands of people. You know what I'm saying? So if she was wanting to say no, it was the pressure of having all of these people, you know what I'm saying? And, he probably was just doing it to keep her from being able to get scooped up by somebody else because he seen where it was going. He was trying to be on his Jay and Beyonce, okay? And, like my mama said about the couple that was calling about that, they probably got married for all the wrong reasons. But once you're married, God can do anything. He can fix anything if you want it. But
No, go ahead.
If you want it. But they didn't really want to stay married. You know what I'm saying? If you want to stay married, once you're married, you've entered a covenant. God will deliver you and your marriage, because at the end of the day, the devil hate marriage. He hate when you come into agreement to do something for God. So he gonna attack you. If you ain't connected to Holy Spirit in your relationship, you're doomed. That's why 50% of marriages end. Because the devil already hates you. He put a target on your back as soon as you get married. So you have to be intentional about staying married. If you got married for all the wrong reasons and don't really want to stay married, you're not going to. It's easy to just, find all the reasons to get a divorce and just give up. You know what I'm saying? And it's if you don't really want to get married, want to be married, it's all the more reasons for you to keep doing the thing that you know that person gonna leave you for. So I feel like that's what happened with them.
How do I say? Basically, no matter what, if you married the wrong person, because after you may not know that you married the wrong person, because some people get married so fast, you may not know. So until it happens, you may be getting, that may be where the signal comes straight from, you know what I'm saying? Holy Spirit, whatever, however it works for you, you know what I'm saying? But my thing is, sometimes, like you say, we can be living off our own beliefs. We're doing stuff that we believe. I need to just go and just do it, right? And that's not what you supposed, that's not what, that could not have been the Holy Spirit, what he gave to you. So now that you actually now being in that, you might have found Holy Spirit in that, and it's telling you this is not what was for you. What was for you was something else. That don't mean that it's not marriage. It's just not this one. So that because you marry a person, basically you just supposed to sit and make it right. Like, I got to deal with this because now I just, you know what I'm saying? A person may have really not have found themselves before then. Like, I just feel like that's not that's not right. No, that ain't, for me, that's not the thing. I don't believe in doing marriage multiple times, you know what I'm saying? But I also don't believe in just being like, hey, yo, you know what? I know you love at first sight. 3 days, I sent you, I'm ready to marry you. Mm-hmm. And you know what I'm saying? I feel like you got it it's a controlled thing.
But you would be ready to have sex with somebody after 3 days.
Absolutely no. If I see somebody and I be like, oh, won't that body bang and that won't like that, I could literally. I've had a situation. I've been out with somebody that was mad at me and called me and flipped out on me because we were not having altercation sexual. Because the thing is, when I first met her, she said, "That's not. I ain't looking for nobody that's on that. I'm looking for somebody to chill." I would chill. I would grab food. We would chill, watch movies, whatever. End of the night, I'm leaving. The one night she said, "You know what? You ain't gotta leave. You can spend the night." Cool. I stayed the night. Nothing like that. Literally called my phone one day in the morning and was mad. Like, I'm just frustrated. I just want some. I want to do it and won't. Why are you telling me? You told me you want to meet somebody cool, right? I'm cool, right? I've been there more than 3 days. Absolutely. I could actually want to do it and not, because I don't, especially when it's fresh, I'm not even about to be like, oh, I don't like pushing the pen. I don't even like doing that with somebody I know. I'm not even about to be like, oh yeah, let's just, it just got to happen. That's just me. So, no. For me, no. But on the average, more than likely.
I'm glad you put that disclaimer at the end.
Yep. For me, no. Personally. But on the average, if we're talking about an average, more than likely.
On the average, motherfucker won't wait 3 hours if they ain't got to.
I mean, shit, as soon as they seen it, they want to take you straight there sometime. You know what I'm saying?
So let's just be for real. But I totally feel what you're saying. Everybody's not like that. And everybody's not, whatever. But I'm just saying, I just feel like once you enter a marriage, you have to consider the third person in your relationship. And you have to consider what you said in front of God when you said it. And it was till death do us part. And you have to know that's why you should, before you get married, especially once you decide, okay, this is something that you want to do, before you even find the person that you want to marry, once you know you want to get married, your best bet is to strengthen your relationship with God. That's why
Some people just jump straight into it. Some people don't, because they doing it out of like what you said. You messed up. Now you trying to make up. You know she want to get married, and this ain't just like Alycia did it. This is how relationships go. I know how I can make it up to her. I'm gonna get her a ring. You don't really want to do that, because if you really wanted to do that, you wouldn't have waited this long. You would have did it when you wanted to do it. You wouldn't have waited till felt like this how I can get her back. So I feel like that is true. That most marriages, you know what I'm saying, is like done like over with, like fast, because, and that's what I feel like more so. The problem is like that can't happen. And I feel like are people going to their Bible before they get married? If you're not already in it, are you changing your life to go to it before you get married? No.
Okay, well, that's the problem. And
that's what I'm saying.
That's on them.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's my whole point. And so that's why I just said what I said. People, men and women, as single people, should be working on their relationship with the Lord, so that when they do meet the third person for that ultimate relationship, they are already as close to whole as possible, because that's the only way you're going to get whole is through your relationship with the Lord. And, you know, you have the tools to fight the enemy, because once you get that partnership, you are a bigger op to the enemy. So he gonna throw everything at you. Case in point, Kandi and Todd broke up. 11 years. 11 years. Okay. And it was red flags in that relationship. If you just wanna, you know what I'm saying? What? Okay. Like, Offset and Cardi clearly don't have no prenup. And Cardi was kind of like new in her relationship. I mean, new in her career. So she might not have knew how she was going to blow up, blah, blah, blah. So she didn't get Offset to sign no prenup and vice versa. Because Offset could have blew up more than her. You know what I'm saying? They really was both early in their careers when they got together. But Kandi had already had Grammys, had made millions of dollars when she got with Ty. And Ty was just like a production assistant, no shade, but he had a fraction of the money that she had. So she made him sign a prenup, and it was like a whole big thing on the show of, you know, Kandi Burruss. She's from Escape and from The Real Housewives of Atlanta. And when they got married, it was on the show. That's another thing. I'm pretty sure their wedding was sponsored. But anyway, that's a whole other thing. But I noticed too, it's funny that this is all connected, because Todd was here like a month ago, maybe not that long even. He had that movie premiere that was here. Did you see that being advertised?
I did not. I missed that.
It was a movie called, you know how they be doing, him and Kandi be doing them Tubi movies.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
So they had a new one. It's called Don't Bring Your Man to Atlanta. And they did a premiere here.
Okay, I missed that.
They did a premiere here, red carpet, whole thing. And because I think some of the actors from here was in the movie. And he reached out to Chris in Joy Motor City to promote the movie and to take him around. They went to like 12 businesses in one day. He was like spent an hour at each business. Todd did. And I noticed that Candy wasn't with him. But I'm like, okay, you know, we can cover more ground if we split up while we promoting. I didn't just necessarily think that meant they was breaking up. I did. But now that this has come out, maybe like 2-3 weeks later, not even a whole month, I feel like, I'm like, oh, so that's why he came by himself, because, and apparently she was at a red carpet event or on some award show or something like that and didn't have her ring on. She didn't took her last name, his last name, off of her Instagram. Filed for divorce. It's a wrap. Yeah. And I know he's gonna try to get spousal support because they've been married 11 years, but she was smart enough to get that prenup. So the money that she had before they got married, he's not gonna be able to just take her to the ringer like, you know, they swerving down women be trying to do or whatever. But here's my thing. I don't think that women should be able to do that either. You know what I'm saying? I do not think that women should be able to just come into a relationship with a man. He already had millions of dollars. She ain't did nothing. She ain't shot not one free throw with this nigga in the gym. And she just supposed to take half of everything he got. No. Just
he gotta be smart. He gotta get that paperwork signed.
and that's what I'm saying. I don't understand why that's even gotta be a thing. Why do I have to get some paperwork for that? If after we got married, anything you made after that, then yeah. Because I held you down if it wasn't nothing but emotionally. I washed the dishes in this bitch. I was just a body to be there when you got back somebody for you to vent to. But
that's where the problem comes in, that I feel like. But go ahead. No, I just feel like that's where the problems come. Nobody knows.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. It shouldn't have to matter. It shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter. If we was married when you made this money in some type of way, and this goes both ways though. So I'm not trying to say for a woman, and because for Todd too, all of the stuff that they've done after they got married, all the stuff that she's done after they got married, he, if not directly helped, he was supportive just being her husband. You know what I'm saying? They got 2 kids. It's something that he did to support her in whatever it was that she did. And a lot of their businesses that they started since they got married, they did together, like the toy line, the plays, a lot of shit that they did after they got married was joint ventures. So that definitely should be split. No problem. I feel like you shouldn't have to have paperwork. The common sense is, if we was married, split that. Anything you had before that, what was on paper, you got bank statements, you know what I'm saying, proof that you had this before you got married, I shouldn't have no right to it. You shouldn't have no right to mine. But what we made as a one, that should be split down the middle. Like, why do it have to be like and then the parenting time should be split down the middle? Why do it have to be like nasty divorces and we got to get all these lawyers paid because they arguing about what? You had this when you came in? That's so them lawyers can get paid.
It's because it's separate accounts type shit. My money could have made some more money, whatever. But
that's not the thing. No, but once you're married,
this money could have made this money. I could be using this money to do something.
But once you're married, you're one person.
That's why it's paperwork. That's exactly why.
But that's what I'm saying.
You can't separate two and then be like, now it turns into one, whatever. Once we marry, every dime I make in the marriage, right? Because that's kind of what you bring into in the marriage, right?
Yeah.
But this money right here, I had before I got married, so we ain't counting this.
Yeah.
So if I go and I do something with this money and I invest it somewhere and I hit a jackpot somewhere, that still is in this pot because I didn't spend none of the marriage money. I spent the money out of here to invest it in something and hit. That ain't got nothing to do with you because you already said that this money is.
No.
That's
not what I said. That's not what I said.
That's why it's paperwork.
That's not what I said, though. That's not what I said. I didn't say it didn't have nothing to do with whatever you touched. I said whatever we did after. If you decided to go in your money, that's on you. You
said whatever you did before. I'm talking about before.
No. I said whatever you had before.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever we made after. Whatever we did and profited from. If you decided to invest some of the money that you came into the marriage with, that don't have nothing to do with me. And that's the whole reason why a lot of people don't like to even sign prenups, because it's like, we sit up here preparing to break up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I feel like it shouldn't even have to go through that. You know what I'm saying? The common sense, easiest way to do it, you have your bank statements when you get married. This is what you came in with. This is what you know. This amount, the person can't touch. You ain't even looking to go into that. Whatever goes into the bank statements, whatever goes into a joint account, a new account, whatever you do, after that, you're no longer a single person. You're no longer one person. That all is now joint territory. So that is what will just get split down the middle. What is the point in going through all of that arguing? This person make this so they need more and all that. No, that don't got shit to do with shit. You get half, I get half. What you came in with, you got. So if you came in with 10,000 and I came in with 100,000, oh well. If we made $1 million, you gonna have 260,000. That's just how I go. Now, child support is different though. That don't got shit to do. Nah, that don't got shit to do with shit. Now, here's the thing. I'm the person who got the most money. Remember now, we talking about the female having the most money with Candy and Ty's situation. I'm the one who got the most money. I got custody of the kids. You still
extra money now.
What extra money? You have not given me anything that wasn't mine. We split it half of what we made together. So what do you mean extra?
So because we have to have the kids on separate time. We're splitting the kids in half, right?
Absolutely.
The timing is going to have. I have to pay you for. We gonna have them the same amount of time, and I have to pay you.
Here's the thing. No, because judges, if the person is making more money than you and y'all splitting it down the middle, the man do not have to pay the woman child support. I'm pretty sure that's how I go.
What I'm asking you.
That's why motherfuckers be wanting to split the time down the middle so they don't have to pay child support.
I don't know where that came from.
Ask ChatGPT.
There you go. Where you ask her? I don't know what you want me to ask. So here you go. Ask ChatGPT because I don't know what you want me to ask.
This is what I'm saying. If the custodial parent makes more than the non-custodial parent, does the custodial parent get child support when custody is split down the middle? Short answer, yes. The custodial parent can still get child support even if they earn more.
Bingo.
But it depends on how your state calculates support and what split custody really mean. Let me break it down clearly.
It goes to down to state.
Even when custody is 50-50, child support usually doesn't automatically become zero. Let's look at a few main factors. Income.
When did you thought that they cared? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Let me finish.
Okay.
Most states use an income shares model, meaning they combine both incomes and decide how much each parent should contribute. And see, this is the thing. That's really what I was saying, because here's the thing. The kid shouldn't have to suffer because we want to split up, right?
There you go.
So, but a lot of guys just want to take their support away because they leave. They don't want to give the woman nothing because they decide to break up.
We're not talking about breakup. We're talking about marriage. We're talking about a divorce. I mean, you breakup is a divorce. You gotta feel like a breakup is easy.
It's a divorce or breakup.
That divorce is a real breakup. A breakup. You can say a breakup for a boyfriend or girlfriend. Sometimes people don't do. Some people don't do boyfriend and girlfriend. You can say breakup for a fiance and you know what I'm saying, fiance type. When you talk about you, it's a status when you're talking about married people.
It's still a breakup.
It's a divorce.
Yeah, it's still a breakup though, right? It's a divorce, but this is what I'm saying. Like, why are we arguing semantics? The kids should not have to suffer because of husband and wife divorce then. What's the difference?
Breakup sound like a boyfriend and girlfriend or something like that. Husband and wife.
Okay, so
marriage. We talking about marriage and splitting money. We ain't talking about.
I feel like this either way though. I feel like this either way, whether it's a boyfriend or girlfriend, and you got somebody pregnant, or you got pregnant by somebody and you left that baby with that man, or whatever the case may be. Break up when the parents split. The child should not have to suffer. I don't care what capacity they was together in. The child shouldn't have to suffer. And that's what it sounds like the state is saying. So what we're going to do is, since y'all want to break up, go ahead and break up, but we're going to put y'all money back together for this kid's sake. Most states use the income shares, meaning they combine both incomes. So we don't act like y'all still together, and we're going to decide, now we're going to, instead of y'all using y'all, own brain and coming together in love and figuring it out yourself, we're going to do it as a court and see who should pay what. Even if the parent makes more, they combine income, but not just who makes more. So basically, they'll figure out who got to pay, or if somebody got to pay. It might be zero. It might be that you got to pay something. It might be that they got to end up paying you. You know what I'm saying? I done seen that happen, where the female go to front of the court thinking they're going to get child support, and they end up having to pay the baby daddy child support. So the thing of the matter is, I feel like nobody shouldn't be mad about paying child support, because the baby needs support. So if you're going to give the baby mama some money just out the goodness of your heart, or just out of sheer being a good nigga, and you're going to take care of your responsibilities on your own, what's the problem with having a record of it in the government? And it's almost like paying your taxes. If you don't get the government to give you a receipt saying you paid your child support, the girl could come and say you didn't. And now you're going to end up paying double. So it just makes sense to me that, or vice versa, the man could say you didn't pay child support as a woman that is the non-custodial parent. Once you decide to be a non-custodial parent, you might as well put yourself on child support and pay your child support. And I feel like child support and spousal support don't got shit to do with each other. So if Ty end up having to pay Candy child support, it's because his income will be missed by those kids, and the court not gonna make the kids have to miss his part of the income being in their house just because him and Candy couldn't get along as husband and wife. Both of the incomes of them parents is gonna be there for the kid, and I think there's nothing wrong with the court stepping in to do that if people can't get their shit together and do it on their own. And they was one of my favorite couples, so I hate to see them split, but you know.
I really want a fucking horn on here so bad. I want one bad. Like
so it's time to order another one.
Oh, I am. I want a horn bad as fuck, and I'm gonna get one, because what I do is I really try to sit my turn and really try to just let it be my turn. And when it's time for me to talk, I want my horn, because I don't want to get interrupted, and I got the horn from Dog. I learned that from somewhere else. But the thing is, and I feel like I'm just, oh my God, if I lost it.
You'll find it.
Oh, yeah, it's gone because I just literally.
It couldn't have been gone. It can't be gone that fast because it was you. You was finna sound the alarm.
Man, I thought I was.
Bring me the alarm.
No. Okay. So what I wanted to say, a major point I wanted to say. Now I can't speak for every situation. Major point I wanted to say. I got 4 kids. I got 3 girls, 1 son. Shout out to those bad ones.
Don't call them kids
I
bad.
love like it, but
Kids is not bad. Kids are maybe naughty sometimes, but they are not bad never.
no, that's the difference. We gotta understand that.
Kids never.
We had a time when we was young and we looked at kids like that's a bad kid.
No, well, but you do better and you know better. So
Right. The thing
them
is,
kids is not bad. Don't say that. Don't speak that over them kids.
Bad kids. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So, man, I'm so bad, man. It's so terrible. Mine is a terrible thing to waste. I'm so bad at remembering shit, and I don't even like to continue to talk. Okay. I stayed in a home with 2 of my last 2 kids, my last daughter, my last son, whatever. My only son. And filled out everything, applied for everything, let the government know we stayed in the same home. I merely made money. Merely. I made some dollars. Now I'm gonna say we was around the same range. It was very close. She probably made a little bit more than me because she was closer to her people at her job now than I was because I was bouncing around jobs. I had to earn my hours. That was almost passed out to her. She know them like you got kids on pass out to her. When it came down to the people, still paying child support. Same address. We both reported. Same address. I was bouncing job to job. Still child support. Still paid it. I had to pay it. No matter what, I had to pay it. It wasn't no, you know what, you don't got a job right now and y'all live together. You watching the kids majority of the time. That's why y'all don't need the hours of the babysitting because you the one that's watching them. So we'll give you the money. Because we're in the same house while I'm giving her the money. They didn't say not once. We'll give no.
Give you what money?
The child support money when I wasn't working and I was in the house while
well, I mean, if it's going to her, it's in the household. It's in the household.
That's not the point.
Y'all live in the house. What do it matter if
What I want you to understand, the point is you trying to make it like the people really sit back and really gonna try to clarify who pay. They don't give a fuck. Nigga, you paying it. You the nigga, you pay. I don't give a fuck. You stay there. You live over here by yourself. You live in the same house.
You should have married her.
Okay. And you still would have paid child support.
Not living in the same house.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, you don't.
The fuck out of here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You still would have paid child support. That's just what
That's Child GPT.
You still would have paid child support.
All right, whatever.
That's what that would have been. You guys, you still would have paid fucking child support.
If you're married and living in the same house, do you have to pay child support?
That don't matter what you listen.
No.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
I mean, that don't even make sense.
All right. ChatGPT said, but when ChatGPT says, you went across and said that, well, it could be this and it could be that, and that's because it could be this. But now we don't
say it could be. I said, I understand why. I did not. Like, what? I can't even agree. Like, I can't even be. I can agree I can admit when I'm wrong.
No,
and I just agree with the shit. I did not. Like, what are you talking about?
No, I was just, nothing at all. You know.
When they said that, I'm like, okay, yeah, because I understand why. Because because that's really what I was thinking. It's cheaper to keep her. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you want to leave, you can leave, but your part of the income gonna stay for the kids' sake. You know what I'm saying? Niggas hate that, but it's like, Well, you should have stayed because the kid shouldn't have to suffer. And it's not for the woman's sake. You know what I'm saying? It's for the kid's sake. And I feel like because kids are kids, they new people into the situation. Some people break up or get divorced so early into parenthood. It's like especially the man who leaving the situation don't acknowledge the kids as separate entities. Like this kid don't got nothing to do with the fact that your baby mama cheated on you, or the fact that your wife cheated on you, or the fact that she didn't cook, she didn't clean, she was a hoe, she was mean to your mama. She, you know what I'm saying? She, you know what I'm saying? None of that got shit to do with the fact that this kid need formula, this kid gonna need school clothes, this kid wanna go here, this kid need this. You need to show up and just be available for the kid, as well as provide for the kid just as much, if not more now, because you being out of the household is gonna psychologically and mentally mess them up. So you're gonna have to show up more and provide more just to circumvent the pain that you causing them by leaving on a daily basis. It's until death do you part for a reason. Not just you is devastated when a marriage or, faux marriage with a lot of these baby daddy, baby mama situations that been in, like somebody I know that's been together for 15 years and still ain't married. I'm finna just make them get married. I'm just finna start planning their wedding, my damn self, and just like, look, y'all just show up. Cause y'all might as well be married. Y'all been together all this time, still together. Put God in it, and maybe it can stop being toxic you know what I'm saying? Other people putting their 2 cents and control and all of that bullshit into your relationship. And if y'all see this, y'all know who y'all are. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, I just feel like I was sad to see Kenny and Ty split. I didn't want to see my girl Kenny, turn into a single mom again. Like, this is a club that none of us really want to be in. So it is what it is. God bless them both. For me, I always have felt like divorce was like a death. You know what I'm saying? Them as one person has now ceased to exist. It's messed up. Speaking of single moms, I'm like really confused. I plan on doing a video about this because I can totally relate to the situation. It happened to me before here in Detroit, but the Chicago mom that had the internet going crazy, the same time as Kristen Bay had Detroit internet going crazy, the Chicago mom had the World Wide Web going crazy. I saw it looked like Chicago had came together in protest of the whole thing and to help the mom and, provide some assistance for her or whatever. But then it come to find out like that might be a lie, that they really did help her. And I'm just like, what's going on? Is y'all slow? Chicago, is y'all cool?
Yeah, I don't know what it is you came across, but y'all gotta excuse for a second, because coming off that should be motherfuckers don't really know. But anyway, okay, I don't know if you really or what it is that you heard, but there's more than just one person trying to help this lady or this lady and her kids at this time. This family, I want to say, because actually the father is there as well. He's present. The father is present. So I want to say this family. I want to let this be known that there's not just.
Oh, so she's not a single mom.
She's not. No.
Okay.
The father was there at the school. When the whole incident happened, I think just he was at work.
So he wasn't at the school.
No, when the incident happened, he was not there. I think he was at work.
Okay. But he went up to the school protesting later.
When the protest came during the school, he was present there. Um, um, and I just feel like, hey, Chicago stood up for this woman, but
Yeah.
what I was saying, what wasn't that? I forget what we was talking about exactly. I'm sorry. Okay, because I'm just so bottled up, right? It's just so much stuff, like, right. So I forget exactly.
I was just saying that, I have ran into some stuff. You were saying you didn't see. You were saying that a bunch of people had helped her. That's what you're saying. You were saying that the father showed up and a bunch of people
did actually help her, as far as what I know, and it wasn't even Chicago people. It was people may have been from Chicago. Like the one rapper that wanted to, and he publicly said, he got on, I seen his video, he publicly said that he wanted to fly the kid out and get him some Christmas gifts. I forget this rapper's name, man. I'm so sorry for this one.
I did too, but I know I seen it.
Because he was like, man, that's not supposed to happen. That's not, you know what I'm saying? That's not, you know what? Because now, since we doing that, we're gonna find this. We're gonna find, because this is enough to go ahead and find too. It's worthy enough of finding and saying, his name is worthy enough.
Yeah, that was dope of him.
So what he did was he told her that he was gonna fly her and the kids out and get them gifts, and you know what I'm saying, all that, because he said that's not supposed to happen.
And don't.
And he felt bad, and I think he was from Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
But he was just in LA or something like that. And the thing is, what basically, like, I don't know what you read that said certain stuff was false. Certain stuff probably was. But it was a lot of stuff that wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, that's not what I wanted to do. I was trying to find. It got it right here, but I'm not trying to watch it. Is it Peasy? What is his name? I see him right here.
He is Chicago rapper, but
Lil Z Osama.
yeah,
Lil Z Osama offered to fly them out, and you know what I'm saying, and take them shopping, get them Christmas gifts and all that, because that is not how going to school and learning, wanting to go. You know what I'm saying? That's not how that's supposed to be. We're not supposed to care about what kind of clothes you got on, or you know what I'm saying. Hey, yo, you wore that yesterday. Who cares? And I feel like the problem is people pass up on their kids because they say, "Oh, they don't listen to me anyway." So no. People pass up on their kids because, listen, it's okay to allow your kid to say, but in a structure, I'm not talking to you in no kind of way. Don't talk to me. It's a respect thing, because you have to understand this in life. Like, it's just so many ways that you encounter kids. I'm a public transportation kind of guy, and I've been at for a few years now. I run across a lot of kids during public transportation. Rude is a thing. And I mean, you can't control what your kid does when they're not. You know what I'm saying? And, but I can remember the times being rude I couldn't even think about, because I can only imagine if a motherfucker go back and said to my grandma that I was rude.
See, and that's the thing.
It's about to be
That's the thing. Key term, your grandma. That is the thing and the problem with this generation. Okay. Grandmama, what, 24? Great grandmama, 36. They all on perks. Okay? Back when I was growing up, it was the same thing. Grandmama 24, great grandmama 36, but they was on crack. So you got, you know what I'm saying, the one or two family members that's not strung out, taking care of everybody's kids. Somehow you got these kids falling through the cracks, looking for attention, traumatized, no telling what they going through at home. So they go to school taking it out on kids that they feel is vulnerable, kids that they feel is soft, kids that they feel they see some type of joy in. Oh, they want to steal that. Kids, especially middle school kids, are freaking possessed by Satan. I said it on my Facebook and I'll say it again. There's nothing new under the sun. Same thing happened to me and my mama on the way home from school. Group of kids attacked me, my mama, my little brother. They gave no fucks. They was literally like little demons. Okay? And some of them still haven't grown up.
Listen, it happens on the regular. Ever since then, it's been reported that it's just been happening. But that's not, the thing is, what's been kids more so I'm saying, not with their parents. But the thing is, it's just not accepted, period. But
that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say it's not accepted, period. But as well as we don't think it start at home, it do. It comes from, if it's not a visual, it's something at home that causes this.
This is why I just said these kids is raised by not wolves, but perkheads, cokeheads, crackheads, motherfucking the casino heads. Whatever. These people is too busy focused on other shit other than their kids, and the kids know that. And kids don't have that. Kids, especially 11, 12, 13-year-olds, their minds are not fully developed. They don't have that cutoff to know, like, okay, this might cause me problem 2, 3, 4 years from now. They don't care. All they care about is what their friend's gonna think tomorrow, what their friend's gonna think right now. Are they fitting in right now? You very rarely get a couple of mature kids that think ahead of.
Where did they mature at? Somewhere, if they didn't have the guidance to mature, if you're
This is what I'm just saying.
But what I'm saying is that it's no age limit. It's
I didn't say it was, but what I'm
mature at 15, 16, 17, 18.
But that middle school age is a very vulnerable, sensitive, is special. That time is when your hormones going crazy. You not sure. It's the most messed up. I'm telling you, middle school kids is possessed. It's different. Before that, you much nicer. By the time you get to high school, you done kind of figured out who you are, where you are. You don't care. You focused on something. You know what I'm saying? You either getting high, you playing football, you a cheerleader, you found a girl or a boy you like, or you so traumatized to where you still.
I don't care if you 10, 3, 9, 13, 18, 19, 25. If you live in my listen, this is how this go for me. I'm that parent. My thing is this. One thing is the level of respect is going to be here because I'm going to respect you to the fullest. You going to respect me. We're not going to talk to each other any kind of way. Because one thing, I just feel like, listen, one thing is, I don't give a fuck if I'm mad. I'm going to come to you and I'm going to be very serious about it. So what happened?
Babe, some of these kids don't even see their parents.
A lot of these parents want to play friends with their kids is the problem.
If they around. When they're around, exactly.
They want to be friends instead of, listen, being a parent, it don't hurt your kid, it only help them. And I feel like that's the problem. People feel like my parents was always bad to me, always mean to me. And listen, that made you half of what you are other than the bullshit. Motherfuckers was mean.
Literally. And I mean, listen, I'm yes, because I was that person that was like, and it's crazy because it was like a switch. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I turned 17, or not, because by the time I turned 17, we was staying on Mount Vernon. We was staying in another house. So by the time I turned 17, my mama has started to be much nicer. You know what I'm saying? And like me and her was like closer. We was more like a team. I started to contribute more to what was going on. A lot of, traumatic stuff has started to happen too at that point, to where, I ain't gonna say she needed me, but, I saw where I had to step up and be more in an adult role. You know what I'm saying? But before then, tripping. You know what I'm saying? Me and her was clashing to the point where I felt like she just was always mad. Like you said, like, I ain't gonna say all my friends, but a majority of my friends, I ain't gonna say they hated my mom, but when she came, they knew it was like, okay, time to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was not that mom that you was chilling, ha, kiki, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? When Jennifer's mom came home, it's time to go. But she was gone a lot of the time. She was at work most of the time. You know what I'm saying?
My grandma better not come back and there's nobody in her house. Like, it's just, it's different levels is what I'm saying.
No, what? The one time my mama came home and found people in the house, I got my ass beat down. I ain't had no formula, a system. She wasn't born for that. That's what I'm telling you.
Grandma, this is the thing. My grandma didn't have a job as well, so she didn't go nowhere.
Yeah, and after so long, my mama stopped working. Yeah.
It's nothing I created. You talking about, you lived a lifestyle. It's nothing I created that I could.
But I totally understand what you're saying.
It was outside the.
But look, but this is my thing though. That's because you had an active parent. You know, whatever your grandmama, 90%, I would say at least 70% of these kids, and 99 or 90, at least 90% of the bullies, the bad seeds, they did not have that. You had.
But you got kids, but you got parents that can come to school and pass their kids. Listen, you there. It's parents there. That's not an excuse. You there. Ain't no kid going home feeding themselves every day, dressing themselves every day, washing their clothes and getting back up and going to school the next day.
What?
They ain't doing that.
You say it's none?
Not you crazy. You talking about middle school. Come on, man.
Look at the people in Pontiac. Two separate bitches left their kids for months.
Did the kids go to school?
Yes, the second case, the kids was going to school.
How did they find out that they was left alone?
Because somebody tried to break in the house and the kid called 911.
Okay, nobody in school noticed that these kids washing their clothes.
One of the kids was old enough. This is what I'm saying. Kids is resilient, and a parent will put the fear of God in the kid to tell the kid not to tell nobody what's going on in the household. Parent be gone out smoking crack the whole month. Only time the parent comes back.
God and the motherfucker to do the right thing.
Oh my God, I'm gonna just let it go. That don't happen.
Right.
It don't happen. I've seen it happen, but that's a good thing if you ain't never seen it happen. You know what I'm saying? But I've seen it happen. The lady next door to me, the kid was 5 little girls lived next door to me. Their parents used to leave them for days. The one little girl, I think when I moved over there, she might have been 8 or 9, because I was 11 when I moved over there. She was basically taking care of all of her brothers and sisters because her mama, I don't know where her mama was at. Her daddy and her stepmama was both heavily addicted to crack. I mean, real bad. These little girls was struggling. The oldest little sister was taking care of them. Like I say, when I first moved over there, she was like 9. We stayed over there about 7 years. By the time we moved, they mama had got clean and got them. But for the first like 5 years that we stayed there, that little girl was going through it trying to take care of her 4 sisters. It was all little girls. And the stepmama and the stepdaddy and the daddy was real bad. I mean, they is the reason why, I swear to God, I look at crack like the worst shit in the world. And I'm telling you, we all had Dare. We all seen the commercials like, this is your brain on drugs. You know what I'm saying? But crack, man, listen. I mess around, you know, like they were like, do this or put a gun in your head or do like, just take me out, bro. I don't want to listen. If you see the way them people was, and I mean, they just was living in bliss because they was together. You know what I'm saying? They was in love. They was like, it was like a movie or like some shit off a movie. You know, like crackheads on a movie, like they was the worst. Like so it's just like I've seen where a kid done had to not only take care of herself at 19 years old, but had to take care of 4 siblings. Parents technically in the house, but barely. Like I said, they would be gone for days. They would the kid. My mama. I'm telling you, my mama tell you, we was dang near taking care of them kids when we would cook, making sure they eat. You know, we all went to the same school because I went to a K-8 school. So we'd be walking together, making sure they all walking to school with us. They mama and daddy ain't been there for 4, 5, 6 days. Oh, but around the first of the month, when the food stamps and the money come, that first like week, they'll be there. But the rest of the month, gone. Leaving that 9-year-old girl to take care of 4 little sisters. In a 2-family flat, man, you. And I can't remember who was living upstairs, but it's just like, so I've seen situations like the shit that's going on where them parents done left them kids in Pontiac, and you know what I'm saying? Like the one they say, you just didn't know what they was going through. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? And nowadays people is even less want to get into people's business. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I ain't getting into that. You know, they ain't asked me. I ain't getting in their business. All the time, kids over there suffering bad. So I saw some shit that said that the Chicago mom was in the hospital or something, saying that they didn't help her. Now I don't know. I didn't even watch the whole video. I just kind of read the caption, but I saw it on like more than one post. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I
saw seeing her with the kids celebrating in the house.
Okay,
She
I hope
was
that's
in
the
the
case.
hospital after the actual event when it happened. Her kids was in the hospital with her. Her daughter was to the side with a Band-Aid, with some cotton underneath her eye. Her son was laying in the bed with her. His face was red, but she was the one who was hooked up to the thing. Nah, that's the video.
Because she got sickle cell or something like that too. So it's like, you know, not only was she probably dealing with whatever injuries that happened from the kids assaulting her, but now it probably, you know, aggravated her condition. It's like,
But what I'm saying is that's proof that was video after the event. I know that for sure. That's when she was in the hospital. Now, I don't know if people took that and did what they did with it, but
yeah, because you know how people like to.
After that, I literally seen with my eyes a video of her and her son and her daughter in the new home, celebrating the new house that the people had moved her out because the actual Chicago people that was like local, like, you know how we got Detroit 7 Mile Radio.
Yeah.
Shout out Mark.
Period.
They had somebody there that was like local. And he was showing all the moving trucks the day that they was moving. And he like, yeah, this the lady. He like, it's crazy. Like, she moving out like immediately.
But I mean,
it showed the moving. She was in the hospital before then. It showed the moving, then it showed her, and you know what I'm saying, celebrating the house.
So okay, so it literally showed her in the new house celebrating the new house.
She showed her in the new house. He showed the trucks. I basically followed the trail. You know,
you go down the rabbit hole. Yeah, that's what I'm asking. You seen her. You seen her say she got a new house.
Her son in the new house. He celebrated the new house. Her son, her daughter, all that.
Okay.
They was in the new house. But the kids wasn't like they was.
People do like to manipulate shit. Just like after the cruise ship lady had her situation, they started to show old videos of her, and then people wanted to say that they got back together, and it's like, no, that was an old video.
Yeah.
So
like the Cardi B and Stefan Diggs shit. When they was going through it, they brought up an old ass workout video that they was in and tried to say, oh yeah, do you see him? You know what I'm saying? So that's what people gonna do. They're gonna use old videos or whatever they can.
And then especially with her being in the hospital, that made it more,
It made it something to bring up.
That it was gonna be more plausible.
Yeah.
More believable.
It's gonna go up. You know what I'm saying?
Let me see. Yeah. So speaking of hospital.
No, go ahead.
Did you see the situation where the lady was at the hospital trying to have her baby and the people was like dogging her out, being rude or whatever, just like Black woman, of course, Kiera Jones in Dallas.
No, I didn't see
literally in labor. You know what I'm saying? Like a husband, boyfriend, baby daddy, whatever it was. And then some more people end up showing up. They trying to get her, assistance. And the hospital staff's being rude. They refused her care until she signed all this extra paperwork. And she literally dang near had her baby in the damn wheelchair.
Damn, that's bold.
And it's just like...
Well, can't she? Well, I don't know.
Here's the thing.
I was going to say, can't she sue him, but...
Here's the minutes. You were saying that women kind of rule the world. It's not a man's world, but women rule the world. And I mean, okay, that maybe to you, that's what it looks like. You know what I mean? And maybe to a lot of men, that's what it looks like. So maybe that's why they go out, certain men, not you, but I'm just saying, a lot of men go out of their way to remind women that we're not the superior gender. We're not the stronger, and if nothing else, they want to exert their brute force over a woman to show you might be smarter, you might think you more important, you might think you in control, but I will and move to the next. You're really not. You think you are, but I can exert my power and control over you at any time by being violent, being aggressive, whatever that men like to do. First of all, by being neglectful, by being, abusive, mentally, emotionally, financially, you know what I'm saying? Literally, the government does this. Women had to literally fight for rights as humans, just like how Black people did. You know what I mean? To where it still goes on now, to where women get inferior care, inferior pay. It's not equal, and it's darn tootin' sure not superior to men. Now, I understand where your thought process comes from, why you feel the way you feel. Not in no way am I invalidating what you're saying, because I know what you mean when you say that women are able to manipulate, situations. Even the facts that I just spoke, women are able to manipulate and use to their advantage, and you know what I'm saying? So I know what you're saying. But the fact still remains, women are dogged and disrespected so much. Beautiful women, okay? Pretty privilege is a thing, but when you pretty and brown, ain't really no privilege. This woman, dang near was unalive in the middle of the hospital. Her and her baby. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous what Black people have to go through as far as being underserved, underpaid, underappreciated in this country. You know, but especially a Black woman, man, listen. Black women, you better have a prayer life. You better have a prayer life. You better have a direct line to Holy Spirit. You better Jesus on the main line. Listen, because, and the first thing that the enemy has done is put a wedge and an enmity between us and our number one protectors, which is the Black man. You know what I'm saying? So we already a lot of times feel like we out here to our own devices to having to protect ourselves, not only from everybody else, but from our own men who's supposed to protect us. You better have a relationship with the Lord, because you be in the middle of the hospital with your husband standing right there. Ain't nothing he can do. You know what I'm saying? Unless he know how to deliver this baby, what he gonna do? He can't force them to do nothing. He got to stand there and take this time to fill out this paperwork. Or these people in this hospital, which is 9 times out of 10 male ran. The government is male ran. The very people who make it okay for them to do stuff like this. What they gonna do? What they gonna say? Absolutely nothing. Fill out the paperwork. What you gonna do? Because the only thing that Trump, that is poverty. Y'all broke. Y'all need government insurance, or y'all look like y'all can't afford to even be at this hospital. You better make sure you fill out this paperwork, or you and your in labor wife gonna have to leave, because we not delivering this baby for free. That's basically what they said. What you think? Will her being ignored at the hospital until she filled all the paperwork?
That whole situation there is crazy. That is just people should at least on insurance or not, you should at least get serviced at the hospital. And when it comes to money, we should talk about that later.
Sue me.
But I should be
just
serviced
like they
when I fucking through when I have an emergency or whatever. I should be serviced like no matter what.
That's especially something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can see if it's something that's not that bad, you can go see a regular doctor. You have to pay. It's not an emergency, like you said.
Right.
But this is an emergency. This lady is having a baby.
Right.
Like, are you kidding? This baby? Like, I'm just.
Yeah. That's facts. Yeah. So. Yeah.
And like I said, if she was not Black, it wouldn't have went like that. Period. They dog women out, first of all, but especially Black and brown women. You know, and so people was outraged, you know, it's been a whole thing. So, you know, God's will be done with that hospital, because they need to answer for that and to that. They should not get away with that. They should not get away with that.
Yeah.
They should not get away with that. That is ridiculous. Too many women pass away during childbirth, especially Black women. Like, stop this. Just cold, callous. You know, I'm just. It's just terrible. I'm.
No, you found me.
Go ahead.
I mean, I really had nothing. Like I said, as far as what I know, I had never heard of that. That was new to me. So
ain't that terrible though? What you have been, man? You would have wanted to John Q that mug, huh? You seen that movie?
I have. It's been so long.
But it was pretty much like that. The baby was sick.
Playing about his son.
Listen. And it was on that side. It was talking about insurance, this insurance, that. Like, dog, y'all can worry about that later.
Yeah.
But y'all better do this surgery.
Yeah.
Or y'all not going home. They gonna talk about insurance for you.
Yeah.
While you bullshitting. Because my baby leaving out of here.
There ain't gonna be no insurance on your end.
My baby leaving out of here. I might not be leaving out of here. You might not be leaving out of here, but my baby is leaving out of here. We both might be going downstairs.
You ain't gonna leave the same way he is.
Yeah. We both might be going downstairs. And if you know what downstairs in the hospital is.
See, I just don't remember it. But, yeah, you know,
I totally feel you. That was like, ooh, I'm just mad thinking about it again. But I'm glad that, and it's the last thing that I'm gonna say. That's kind of like negative. The singer D4VD David, whatever. I had never heard of this guy, this young man, before this situation, but his alleged girlfriend was found unalived in his impounded Tesla. And, you know, a lot of different things have happened in between us finding that out. Dude was on tour when the body was found. However, he came back around the time when the Tesla was first parked, where it was, you know, eventually impounded from. So, long story short, it took them a few weeks. Seemed like maybe more than that, maybe a month or more. But now they have officially made him a suspect and put some more information out. Apparently her body had been frozen. It was summertime. It was hot. This is LA. So like you could put her in a freezer and then put her in a car and left the car. I'm just appalled. And the baby was only like 15. She had been missing since she was 13. But the thing is, she wasn't missing. Like her parents knew where she was and who she was with, but nobody would do nothing about it. Nobody would believe him. She had reported her baby missing and told them that she was with this guy, David. But he wasn't he was more like internet popular. You know what I'm saying? Like Kai Cenat, but before Kai Cenat did the whole thing in New York where he blew up even more than he did, like his circle, his little community knew who he was, but he wasn't like a household name. You know what I'm saying? So when the mom told the police that her daughter was with him, they're like, okay, who is that? Whatever, she a runaway. You know what I'm saying? We'll find, you know how they do runaways. They be like, yeah, okay, she a runaway, whatever. You know where she at. So she really not, you know what I'm saying? House Highness baby end up in a fucking trunk, man. That's why they gotta stop doing that. They gotta stop, you know, disregarding kids, period, girls or boys, because they supposed runaways. That's not okay. Since when is it okay for a kid to just run away? And the police don't spend the resources to find them. But when the baby end up in the trunk, now y'all got a motherfucking problem. Now everybody want to go into overload, aftermath, motherfucking investigator mode. Y'all should have been doing that when the damn lady reported her baby missing 2 years ago and told y'all where she was at. Y'all should have went and got her. But y'all leaving her there made her even think it was okay. The little girl. She like, well, shit. The police ain't even came. I know my mama reported me missing and told them that I was here. They ain't even came to get me. I'm posting pics. We outside. I'm on tour with a, you know, semi-star. They have been posting shit on social media. Everybody
outside.
Everybody in the circle knew. It had been posted on Reddit. It had been posted on the internet before she got found because she was missing, remember? Like, why is they guys missing? Everybody knows she with David. And then once the shit came out, they went and found them old posts. People knew he was posting her. Am I tripping?
I don't really know about. I know a little bit about that, but the little bit that I know, it wasn't dug deep like that. So I was just letting you cook.
Well, Nancy Grace, I've been watching Nancy Grace. Nancy Grace been getting all up into it. So I'm just saying, they was not being discreet. You know what I'm saying? They was not being discreet. Everybody that knew him like that knew that he had this little girl with him. So I feel like it need to be like a Jarvis Butt situation. His coworker went to jail too because you ride him around with this little girl, taking her to Inkster and all kind of shit. You knew. You are an accomplice now. So all of y'all that knew, y'all are accomplices now. That knew that this guy, and I feel like even whatever police department that the mama reported it to, they asses need to be, like you say, sued, defunded, because y'all is worthless. Everybody on that force should feel responsible for that baby being gone, because she literally told y'all where her baby was at and y'all didn't go get her. Had him and everybody else thinking it was okay. No, it's horrible. And so, I just pray God's will is done by him and that her family can get some type of peace and serenity in her loss, because it's just, and she, at the time that she disappeared from her family, she was 13. That middle school age, that's 8th grade. So anyway, the last thing I had to talk about on the internet, it was kind of funny, and I don't know, you seen a little bit of it earlier. Did y'all see Lloyd fall? I'm sorry, Lloyd.
Yeah, that was something like that.
You seen it? I'm sorry, Lloyd, because I love you. Okay, I do. You was part of my adult, like, childhood, as far as like late teens, early 20s type shit. You know what I'm saying? And even your latest like hit was what is it called? Look at it. Clear my mirroring. No, but how it go? It be like something like Take Me As I Am, but now I want to say Mary J. Blige song. But that ain't. Anyway, if you know it, leave it in the comments. Lloyd's song, he be like, just, you know what I'm talking about? Oh my God, he be like, just take me as I am, basically. Just.
Nope, not there.
My phone right there is it. Anyways, I'll put it in the edited version. I like Lloyd. And so I felt bad for him because he do a good show. I've seen him live at a car show right there at Cobo Hall. It's not Huntington Place. Way back in the day. He do a good show. Of course, he was a lot younger and a lot more agile. You know what I'm saying? I understand. You know what I'm saying? 40. Okay, so he was a little slower, a little less hand, foot, eye coordinated, and he tripped over his own foot and fell. Y'all, I'm gonna put it up here in the edited version. Y'all, if y'all live, y'all just have to go Google it. Baby, that ish was funny as hell. But we glad because he got back up. He finished doing his thing, so we can laugh. You know, so I'm sure he laughing about it right now with his peeps. But yeah, that's all I had.
My last
Shit.
my last love. But that's what we already ran over to Chicago lady. My last little bit. I was on the way up. And if you remember, everybody kind of know. I think everybody kind of know about Kanika Jenkins. I think everybody was a
Wasn't that Chicago too?
That's Chicago. I think everybody was a detective to this situation. Allegedly, her mom makes a post about how people was telling her not to talk about it and made it seem as if she had received like some type of payment and some other stuff to keep quiet.
Well, did she?
But now she doesn't want to keep quiet anymore. Like she made a whole.
So did she sign an NDA or not?
I mean, she made like a whole status. I mean, it's more in the paragraph long. And it was she said about how basically like, oh yeah, you know, hey, I've been quiet long enough. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all try to
about her baby
off and this and that.
What was that, 2020 or 2021?
Not 2021. No, that was before then.
It was before pandemic.
Absolutely.
I mean, C-19 or whatever. I think pandemic is a bad word on YouTube.
Situation was definitely pandemic. I know that for sure. But basically, mom now basically 2017. Her mom now basically is coming out saying that, you know, basically that she was told not to say nothing and making it seem like she received some money to not talk about this. And
the mom is making it seem like she received some money, or it's other people?
It's the mom. I've learned because she made a status that was 2-3 paragraphs long. And I've learned this from surfing the web, right? It was just something that I just seen. It was just like, wait, what? So,
because you remember that, and you're like, let me get in this. Yeah, I feel you.
I didn't feel like I was one of the investigators to try to be like, this happened and that happened. I was just so devastated because I can only imagine.
Man, what?
So, for me, it's a moment I'm always gonna remember. So when it came across back again, I did go back and I did want to see. And she did make a post about how she said she was supposed to be quiet. She didn't necessarily go into who these people were.
That paid her.
Told her to be quiet and all. But she did say
it did happen.
But it's bothering her. You know what I'm saying? It's been years. And that's why you have not heard nothing. 7
years is the statute of limitation for a lot of stuff, and it's almost been 10 at this point.
It's been years.
Wait a minute.
It's been 8 at this point now. It's in 17, we in 25.
Yeah, almost 26.
7. So, you know what I'm saying? So, and it's been around, it was around like, it was cold. I don't remember exactly the day. Rest in peace to that young lady.
Man, what?
I really hope that all justice is served for whatever, you know, whatever happened to her.
May God's will be done by the whole situation. Yeah,
absolutely. And this is all alleged. This could possibly be rumors that she made the post, right? But
her mom
did. But
what's her mom name? I'm nosy. Never mind. You ain't got me.
I'll pull it up for you. We'll pull it up. But basically, the thing is, the way she announced the post, people went and tried to. Because I mean, once you, we gotta put it up because you gotta see. I got it. I got the post for sure. So we gotta put it up. Once you read the post, you're gonna kind of see how it made it seem like she was saying she took money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Basically, she was saying like they didn't want her to say nothing, and that's why it's been years she didn't say nothing because she got what she got. And I
didn't say what though.
If I'm not mistaken, she literally said paid.
But I'm saying I understand, but like what?
But not paid in what type of form? Not cash.
No, I don't care about her getting paid. She should have got paid. She should have.
To be quiet?
That's
what she said. She got paid to be quiet. not to say nothing. That's what that's what the post made it seem like.
So here's the thing, and that's probably how she feel now. You know what I'm saying? She feels conflicted with everything. But I'm gonna just tell you what I think happened. And I don't know. I didn't go deep into that. I saw a little bit about it, but I didn't even click on it because I'm just like, I'm tired of that. Kanika, I don't even know what, you know what I'm saying?
That was
I
the
didn't.
story that touched
But it's
me
a good.
too.
It did too. It touched me too, right? To the point where I was like, I don't want to go back down that rabbit hole. You know what I'm saying? I spent so much time on that when it happened. You know what I'm saying? When they was looking for her. Remember they was looking for her before they found her in the damn you see what I'm saying? So like, I mean, that had me really fucked up for a minute.
I can read you the text what it says.
Yeah, read it. Read it. But wait. Yeah, read it.
Her name is Teresa Martin. I remember that. So she says, to whom it may concern, I still don't know what happened to my child's life. Clothes, shoes, cell phone, hair, and the list goes on. However, I have been promised lies as of once this case is over. I was forced to never talk about my child again. As you can see, over years, I wasn't near as vocal as I am today. So after this post, I might be back in court, but I will be getting sued because I was tricked by they will get me answers. Give me her clothes and her cell phone and anything that belongs to her when she was unalived. That was on her body. That was a lie. Once they finished investigating allegedly people I trusted, they told me that somehow Kay got out the back door. I never heard how which door could get out, but they never told me how or where. Allegedly, they told the media. That's
wait a minute, hold on. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to stop you, cut you off, but I got to. She said allegedly?
Yes.
Okay.
Allegedly, they told the media that's why I know the media will lie. Allegedly, so I can invite any of you to go. I was in pain going through. No. So she say, I guess she's saying the same thing. Allegedly, they never told the media. That's why I know the media will lie. Allegedly, so I can invite any of you to go. I was what she said. Wait, I just lost it. Okay, allegedly, boom. I was in pain going through my cancer battles. They forced us, had us in rooms for hours, and would not let us go until we said what they wanted us to say. They made us accept what they wanted to give us. I'm literally living without my child, and I'm rising above, staying strong, and holding on to hope, even without you. P.S. I was made to do a recorded video hours after we were held during one of my child's birthdays. At the same time, I was sitting in a meeting about another child who wasn't even living. F you. I had something, because it's the middle finger, right? Middle finger. I had nothing to give my baby that day, but I knew a surprise was waiting once we left that meeting. Before the rain came hard, I've stayed quiet long enough. But at this point, I'm simply speaking my truth, respectfully, clearly, and without naming anyone. Now let's make Americans great again, and try to tell someone with honor. And they told me, just go on, live my life. So I mean subliminals.
That's the end.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, what part? I'm just saying. I'm just asking. What part insinuated that she got paid?
when she was saying about they told her don't say nothing, she accepted stuff for her to say not to say
She
nothing.
accepted. Where is that? I'm just saying.
She didn't necessarily say what it was. She didn't get into what it was.
Where is that? Where I accepted something not to say nothing. She said I was lied to. And so, see, because here's the thing, because I want you to find it where it insinuated that she got paid not to say nothing. Because they'll ask you not to say nothing about investigation because they don't
When
want.
the case is open, you can say anything when the case closed. That's why people wait until afterwards. Like I can't talk right now.
Okay.
Come back later.
Okay, so
when the
here's
case
my
closed,
thing.
I can say anything because it's closed. You can't bring it back up.
So here's my thing that I wanted to say. That's why I was trying to get you to. I wanted to know exactly what she said before I said what I said. Because if she said a certain thing, then what I got to say don't matter. But I don't feel like I heard nothing that's going to make what I'm about to say not relevant. So I want you to tell me what she said in that post that made it seem like she got paid. Now I understand they asked her not to say nothing, but what makes it seem like she got paid not to say nothing?
Because
I didn't hear it. I listened very intently.
They
I missed
forced
it.
us, had us in rooms for hours and not let us go till we said what they wanted to say. They made us accept what they wanted to give us.
That don't mean it was money. That could have been a deal.
What deal do you have? You was not there.
That could be monetary payment. Well, let me finish, okay? It could have been a deal. It could have been information. They wanted us to accept the information that they wanted to give us. They wanted us to accept whatever. If it was a settlement, right? Because at the end of the day, once she found out what happened to her daughter,
She still ain't found them.
this is what I'm saying. She found out that she was in a freezer in the basement. For the longest, they was looking for her. So once she found out where she was able to put her hands on her daughter's body. Right? Now she gonna hold the hotel, whoever she gonna hold accountable. The hotel, the police department, whoever she gonna hold accountable and get a lawyer to sue. Right? Now, her lawyer might not have been that good. Maybe she didn't have a lawyer, whatever. They offered her a settlement. Now, once we sell with you, we give you this money, right? It might not be what you think is right. It might not be, nothing is worth your daughter's life. Literally nothing. You can give me all the money in Fort Knox. All the money that you're gonna print between now and the day I die. And it's not gonna be enough to value the value of my daughter's life in my life. You know what I'm saying? But so that's why she say whatever they wanted to give us, we had to accept it because we settled with them for whoever, because she say they. Who is they? Is that the police department? Is that the hotel? Is that the prosecutor? Like, who is they?
She obviously protecting herself or what she feel like is protecting herself.
But why would she even?
Because that's what you already been doing.
But
as you heard, she said, "I've been quiet for years. This happened when." And if you remember, I remember vividly, without even having to go and do the research. I remember vividly. She was speaking out to the press, talking to the public. I want to find out what happened to my baby.
Right, and once she found.
She never found out. Nobody never found. But she was there when they found her in the freezer.
That's what she said, though. She said that they made me say what they wanted me to say, and what they didn't want me to say, I couldn't say because I took a settlement. So you don't know what she found out. We didn't find out.
Well, she spoke out to the press about what she was curious at first. And everybody felt like it was
This
fake.
is my
That's
point.
all that shit.
This is my whole point. At some point, she found out the truth and got paid to shut up about it. And now, but why is that a problem?
Me personally, you can't pay me to shut up about my kid because, number one, if you're trying to pay me, that means you in on some shit that ain't right, a process that's not right. So I want to listen. I want to know exactly what went down, and I'm suing the draws off your ass.
But here's
I
the
don't give a
thing.
fuck about that.
But
money
here's the
went for my
thing.
kid.
But here's
Really
the
don't
thing,
care
and I
about that.
totally and
Nah,
I agree.
draws off your ass. If that comes to
And
it, if I
listen,
get some money, and if I
totally-
don't. But the thing is, you not about to play me to the point where you about to be like, I'm gonna tell you what happened if you don't say nothing to nobody. You crazy than a motherfucker.
But here's
I'm
the
speaking
thing.
to everybody about what happened to mine because it's awareness.
And I totally agree. I totally agree with you. But you got a lot of people out here that is very much money driven, hungry, and poverty minded, right? But that's not no shade. Because us as a people, we have been kept from wealth. We have been kept with a foot or two or three. Because you got the wonderful people's foot, you got the Jews, you got the Asians, you got so many people's foot on our neck. We just now starting to be able to obtain wealth. You know what I'm saying? So it's a generational curse to where her baby was already gone.
I'm not accepting that though.
I'm not, and I'm
Don't
not.
give me no money to be quiet.
Babe, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong. I told you I agree with you. I agree. It's not a dollar sign you can present in front of me, especially me, like because even her, she thought she could keep quiet. And if you notice, there's a 7-year statute of limitation on stuff. It's what, 7-8 years now? She like, I can't be quiet no more. People talk about, oh, the money that ran out now. That's why she talking. Because I saw a look. But here's the thing. You have no choice. Of some stuff, right? By the time where the people don't get no type of justice, justification, acknowledgement, let alone reparation or some type of payout of any kind.
Listen, listen. Your maker, the person you believed in, your maker, person you believe in right now, he stood for something, and there wasn't nobody gonna tell him nothing different, and he stood for that, and that's why he went through the process.
We just talked about how so many people are not connected to Holy Spirit like that. When it comes,
my thing is, ain't no way that you about to accept that, cause if you on the journey if you on,
they not. What are you talking about?
I'm not saying that they not. I'm talking about you. Ain't no way that.
Who, me? I just said that. Yeah. What the hell? I literally just said I'm not accepting that. I literally just said I agree with you. But I understand where that mother was coming from at that point. Because I ain't always been disconnected to Holy Spirit. I ain't always. That's how I have developed some habits that I have to repent for every day. And I'm working, and God ain't done working on me. Because there was a time when he was connected to me, but I wasn't connected to him. You understand what I'm saying? So I have to give people grace in certain instances. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying I agree with her. I'm not saying she right, but I know why, and especially when it comes to money. She might have other kids. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Kanika gone. She gone. It's nothing that's going to bring her back. But these people is offering me this now. I don't really know what happened yet. All I know is what they're telling me. So if they tell me don't say nothing until we finish this investigation, we're going to give you this because we know you deserve something. Well, we want to see exactly what went on, sign this NDA, take this settlement, and as soon as we find out exactly what happened, we're going to let you know, but we would appreciate it if you would keep it on the low. That's why we paying you.
I ain't gonna.
We going to tell you, but we don't want you to tell nobody else. Because at the end of the day, we as the company that's paying you, we didn't do it.
I don't give a fuck. I didn't sleep. I'm not gonna.
That's what you, and that's understandable.
I don't give a fuck. I didn't sleep. I'm not gonna sleep. Listen, you not gonna work on this as hard as I am. That's how I'm gonna feel off top. I don't give a fuck who I reported this to, when I reported this, how long you had to do it. You not gonna work on this high as I.
And I'm not saying you wrong. So many people are not that strong. Especially when you get a corporation like the Marriott or Hilton or these big-time lawyers coming on you
This
with this money.
This I'll be forgetting. Nah, this the thing. Because I be trying to let you get off. Okay, now you cooked enough. Now you probably, it's supposed to be my turn. You're supposed to ask me a question. And now I'm trying to tell you. The thing is, if I don't tell you now, you won't get an answer because I'm going to tell you I don't know. The thing is, I don't give a fuck. You are a corporation, $1 billion business. You're going to get money regardless. I'm going to get my kids, they not regardless. They here, they mine. You're not going to shut me up. You're not going to tell me a dollar amount says, hey, you know what? Because I did this wrong and I'm going to give you this money, I don't want you to say nothing about it. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not going to not say nothing about it. Every day, I dream about this shit. I should every day. You get the fuck out of here and you can take your dollar and up your ass.
I agree with you.
I'm not taking no money for no amount for me to be quiet. That's one thing. Now, if you give me money, you're giving it to me. But you're not going to tell me to shut up about my kids, about mine. That's no. I don't give a fuck. You can't control how I feel when I want to say something about this shit because you're not dealing with this shit. You sit back every day and you with yours. When I say mine gone, I ain't got it no more. Ain't no fucking way you about to tell me I can't say how I feel. And I don't give a fuck who I say it to and where I say it at. And that's just me. I'm not accepting a dollar amount for me to shut up. No, that's just, the thing is, you can give me some money, but you can't tell me, one thing you're not about to do is tell me how to control my feelings, how to control how I feel every day, knowing that I wish I had this one time to even say, or one more. Get the fuck out of here. No.
So listen, I agree with you. I totally agree. You know me. I can't hold water. You know what I'm saying? I would not have been able to do it. I would have got sued. They would have took their money back because I would have agreed to it. Maybe, you know, I'm just saying, because poverty mindedness will have a person feeling some type of way. You already depressed. You already, you know. So I don't want to judge nobody and be like, oh, you ain't even care about your baby. You took that money. You sold your baby out. You had something to do with it. I'm not about to be one of them. That's all I'm saying. I'm not about to be one of them. People that's on the internet dogging the mother out and like, oh, now you want to say something. You took the money. You didn't care about your baby. I'm not going to say that. You never know what a person's mindset is, especially when they're grieving and you put money involved and somebody been struggling, they got other kids. I look at all factors. And here it is, 7 years is fast. If somebody advised them to like, yeah, you just have to be quiet for 7 years. After that, you can say whatever the fuck you want to and keep your money and don't have to worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Some people can hold water. I can't hold water. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't have to go on the internet and voice their opinion and don't feel like they gotta tell the whole world. You can tell your people that you trust that's not gonna let it get back to the people that paid you the money. You know what I'm saying? You can vent to your therapist, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? 7 years, you give me $3 million? Yes, hell yeah. Give me $3 million. I will shut up for 7 years. Or at least at the time when you offer me the $3 million, I'm going to say I'm going to shut up. I'm going to think I can shut up. Because the fact of the matter is, not a word I can say is going to bring my child back. I'm not Jesus. I can't say, pick up your, this is not a Jesus Lazarus situation. Okay? I at some point I have to understand that, especially if I got other kids. How is this 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 20, $100 million going to help me and my other kids if I be quiet for 7 years? Because there's a statute of limitation for most things other than like rape, murder, and we're gonna X out that stuff when we do the edited version, but you know what I'm talking about. So, you know what I'm saying? I totally get what you're saying. I'm talking shit right now. I'm being devil's advocate. I wouldn't be able to shut up for 7 years. Like I said.
That's what I said. That's what I was thinking. Be with you. But
listen, I'm not gonna judge.
So
I'm not gonna judge. You know me. I talk too much.
I'm saying what's right and what's wrong is what's wrong.
Look, some people is money hungry.
Listen, I'm not the ain't the one who say whether you go after life or your real spirit. I ain't the one to say where you go, but I'm telling you what I feel is what's right and what's wrong.
Some people will look at it like, listen here. If I got to bite my tongue for a couple of years to get $200 million for me and the rest of my kids, me running my mouth is not gonna bring my other kid back.
I'm just talking about how I live, me personally.
I gotta be.
And that's fine. And listen, people gonna do what they want to do, and they gonna do it how they do it. And I'm not. Listen, my fight is not against nobody else's choice, nobody else's decision when it comes to this. That's not my fight. I got no dog in that. Only thing I'm saying is, me personally, what I would do personally, right now, it put me in that same Kanika Jenkins situation. I allow my daughter to go out somewhere and spend the night with what she thought was her friends, and something happened to her that I didn't even know about. Her friends got to call me and ask me, have I heard from her when I let her come with you? And now somebody got to tell me to be quiet? It ain't no dollar amount. It ain't, I don't give a it ain't a dollar amount. Listen, and I understand that she gone. It ain't nothing that you can come and present to me to feel like, hey, I give you this because we know she gone. I give you this and we gonna investigate for you not to say, get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna spit in your motherfucking face. On everything I love, I'm gonna spit on your... Man, get the fuck away from me, because I'm gonna spit on you. Bitch, I'm spitting in your face. And don't come to me with no shit like that, man. Listen, it may be the difference in just the sex of the person. Maybe females feel like, you know what I'm saying? It can be my daughter, it can be my son, and I ain't got no difference into the sex of the child. As a man, you know, I just feel like if somebody came to me and that's what you came to me with, bitch, I'm spitting on you. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Like, you talking about you about to fuck your money. I don't care about your money. Because at the end of the day, if I wanted some fucking money, life insurance, all that shit gonna pay some money. Fuck your money. I just lost a whole child. I don't give a fuck you giving me. Fuck your money. And I want you to understand that. And the difference in just how I personally feel is like, you lose a family member and you go without money, right? And you can't put a dollar sign on a family member, a sibling. You lose a sibling. You can't put a dollar sign on my kid.
Think about it.
Like for me to be quiet, like that's one thing I feel like with me you can't control, because I'm not even a person that speak a lot about situations, especially harmful situations I've been through. I'm not even a person that speak a lot about it. But one thing is, when I want to say something about it, I don't want to have to think about, damn, they said, I don't want your money. I don't. I just don't. I don't. I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass on your money, bro. And
who money?
I'm gonna speak on.
Oh, what happened?
I'm gonna speak on.
Yeah, like as far as him.
When I want to speak,
no,
like I can't be controlled by that when it comes to that, because I feel like when it's my turn, I don't want nobody to be controlled by money when they want to talk about me, no matter what the case is. I don't want nobody to be like, hey, yo, hey, man, fuck your pops, I give you this much money, man, stop talking that type of shit. I don't want that. I want genuine shit. If you really fuck with me when it's my time, do you speak to me when you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm saying.
Like, I just can't do the fake.
I'm not saying that you wrong. I'm just saying some people is not strong. That's all I'm saying.
I understand that.
Some people is not strong. Some people, it's not even about being fake.
That's like the kind of people really want to speak to. Like, it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? At the end, like, you can't.
This is what I'm saying. You gotta know where your source come from.
That's gonna eat you up.
Those type of people don't, and you see what it's doing, and that's why as soon as she was able, she said something, because people have to know where their source. That's people that don't trust God. They don't think that they gonna get nothing like that no other way, and that's like when the enemy offered Jesus the world. Just worship me. You know what I'm saying? I give you all of this, everything as far as your eye could see. You know what I'm saying? If Jesus didn't know where his source was, that his source was his Father in heaven that he came from, you know what I'm saying? If he thought that the devil had something that he didn't already have access to, he might have taken the offer. You know what I'm saying? So many of our favorite artists and stars, that's why I be like, people is clones, because they get that opportunity and don't trust God. And next thing they know, they don't even know what's going on, where they at, who they are. And that's why I'm telling you, I asked God to keep me and keep my daughter, especially with her going into that industry. You know what I'm saying? Because that's exactly what will happen.
We just don't gotta accept. You know,
definitely don't have to. But everybody don't know that.
As parents, we don't have to accept nothing that nobody is trying to turn us against our kids. As parents, we don't have to be like, hey, yo, you know what? I grew up through this. I gotta be friends with my kids.
So it ain't mutual, but I don't care.
I can't. Yeah, I can't.
There's nothing she can do about it.
I can't be that. That's the type of, and that's the type of deal that's why I can't. You know, we'll talk about that as soon as we get off here, because I'm glad you said that, because now we don't talk about that as soon as the camera got off. Not nothing against y'all, but you know. We'll talk about that. But
we're about to get off of here anyway, because we were right around 3 hours, and you all already know that's our thing. That's our cutoff. Even though we are on vacation, First of all, this is the Thanksgiving episode.
Happy
Turkey Day. You know what I'm saying? What y'all cooking? Are y'all invited? Because we do want to collect plates.
We all got some extra plates.
Because I'm like, somebody said they want to collect plates
well, listen.
And
then don't lie, because we will come and pop up. Drop some down here.
And literally inbox it to talk it out on Facebook.
And don't because oh no, I was just playing. I didn't know y'all was gonna pull up. We pulling up.
So make sure y'all got 2 extra plates because we pulling up.
And if that macaroni nasty.
And best friend, Wendy Levita Powell. Ooh, I just said your whole government name. Yes, we will be starting or stopping, I don't know, at your crib. Oh, excuse me. You had a couple places to go too, but one thing I'm trying to know.
Showing it to my best friend house too. Yeah.
Good. I hope so. I love her. First of all, I hope y'all understand. T-Double, he be cooking his ass off. So if he, not gonna say if, when he eats your plate, okay, don't be nervous. Okay.
If that macaroni nasty, I'm gonna be. Listen, on Thanksgiving, let me tell you one thing I'm looking for is the macaroni. I understand that everything.
I'm just saying that's a staple on Thanksgiving.
What falls after the macaroni is them fucking greens. Them greens and that cornbread. You got some chitlins? Holla at me. I'll fuck with the chitlins. You got chitlins? Holla at me. Hey. Yeah. She.
I don't want no chitlins.
You got the chitlins. I'm a real nigga. And I'm going to do what I call
I'm a real one. I eat some hog mugs before I eat a damn chitlin. Nah, I'm going to keep it all the way southern gangster.
You acting like hog.
I eat a hog mug.
Everybody eat hog mug.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay.
All right, nah. About them chitlins. Listen. With no hot sauce, I want to see how your shit chuck. If you cooking them, drop the Addy down here if you cooking them chitlins.
Put that address in the comments back.
Well, put it
inbox it to talk it out on Facebook.
Do that, then. Especially if you got chitlins. If you got listen, no hot sauce.
I'll put it in the
description.
Sauce.
No hot sauce. I'm trying to see what your shit like. If your shit ain't got no seasoning, you ain't clean. If it ain't clean, I ain't eating it. I'm examining the motherfucker. If it ain't clean, I ain't eating it. And I'm gonna let you know. You guys, hey.
Hold on, let me put my thing on. Shit.
I'm trying to tell you. I fuck with them. Hey, let us know. Where them chitlins at?
I got something start with a C, and I got some chitlins for you, all right.
Let us know.
So coochie lins. I got some ladies. Y'all got some coochie lins. Look, shout out to my coochie lins out there. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got no.
I guess you do.
Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Y'all talking about roast beef. Yeah, roast beef. We gonna call them coochie lins during the holiday season.
I guess you do slurp them up.
Yeah. So listen, we want to wish everyone a happy holiday, okay?
Absolutely, man. Please enjoy.
I want to
get those kids
a turkey and some gifts.
At least, if that was good, get them what they want. If that was bad, get them what they want. Get those kids what they want.
First of all,
if you don't get them what they want, tell them call.
First of all, kids.
Tell them call their uncle and auntie, and we gonna work it out.
First of all, kids is not bad.
I don't know where she got that from.
Some kids is naughty. Don't worry about it. My mama. Some kids are naughty.
No, it's bad kids.
No.
I got one.
All kids are created and made of God, and they are made good. Some kids get astray and they are naughty, I
got a couple of them actually. I was about to say, I got a couple of bad kids.
Anyways, stop.
That's what happens.
I want y'all to know.
We all learn together.
I'm taking it out.
We all learn together.
Of this
it's
video.
Your manual. No, you're not. No, you're not.
You want to?
There's no.
Smell my
listen, there's no manual.
To smell my feet.
If she take it out, I'm gonna keep it off the live, and I'm gonna put it up. I'm putting it up.
You call your kids bad.
Have a couple of battles.
No, don't say that.
What? That's the problem.
That's with their self-esteem and stuff like that. Don't call them bad.
We don't accept what it is.
They might make some bad decisions. That don't make them bad people.
Mine's is different. I'm not gonna say I'm stern, like, oh, I'm just whipping them down, beating them down. No,
can you just not speak that over them and just not call them that?
No, I'm gonna keep what's truth with me, so I understand. Because I can't sit here and tell, and I'm not saying that, excuse me, I'm not saying that they the worst. I didn't say they was worse. I said they was bad. Bad could be anything. You know what I'm saying? But I am very active in their lives to help with anything. I'm not like, oh, I'm beating them because they will. No, I'm here to help. I'm talking you through it. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Whatever helps you in your situation. But am I allowed to say if you're bad or you're not?
No.
You are absolutely crazy.
You're not allowed to call.
And I feel like, you know what? And I won't. You know what? I want the people to comment on this. This is one thing I always believe. I
believe you should speak life.
No, this is one thing.
Truth to power.
This is one
over
thing.
Your kids. So if you think they are making bad decisions and they have been exhibiting bad behavior, you don't want to call them bad as if that is what defines good kids.
Kids.
You got some kids that's out here
bad when I was
torturing animals and raping women, and no, so they are bad.
Bad when I was a kid, but I wasn't doing all that. I had times when I was bad when I was a kid just because I wanted to go on the street up there. My grandma said, no, ride right here in front of me on a bike, but I wanted to go around where she didn't want me to go.
Naughty.
Yes, that's bad.
Bad. No, that's naughty. That's not bad. And shout out to my mom for teaching me the difference. I'm grateful.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't call my kids. Don't call my kids bad. And what's yours is mad because we is podcast partners.
A woman.
So don't call my kids bad.
Trying to raise women so soft, like women being
truth.
It's about telling what it really is. Understand the difference.
No.
See how women are. Some women want a baby. No, it's not.
I'm not babying. If they're making bad decisions, they will get punished as such. I chastise those that I love.
It's not even.
But I'm not gonna punish.
It's about acknowledging. It's about acknowledging.
And I'm grateful that my daughter don't even do bad decision. I'm not gonna call her bad. My niece, my nephew, any kid that I know. If they make a bad decision, a kid, I'm not going to call them bad. It's short from, taking a life, being a rapist or something like that.
There are kids that are bad. I watched a kid that a mom recorded. And it was a kid, it was a little boy, and it was a little girl that was fighting. He got so mad after they was fighting. She sat back and recorded it, right, as they was fighting. He got so mad, he picked up a chair and was about to hit her, and she had to stop. And she like, hey. Like, and he didn't even give and he didn't even give a fuck. He looked at her, and he was like, and she had to cut the video off.
Yeah, because
she had to cut the video off because obviously you got to stop him with the. Listen. It is bad behavior. What I want you to understand is this.
Hey, the little boy, look at the cruise ship situation. Have you heard about that?
No.
Carnival Cruising. Y'all know we scheduled to go on Carnival Magic in December of 2026. Carnival Cruise, 18-year-old girl on vacation with her family. Dad. Wait a minute. I can't remember if that's her mom and her dad. her mama, her stepdad, or her dad and her stepmom. I gotta look at it again. I done forgot. I just
one step parent and one actual biological parent.
Yes. And 2 step brothers. Okay. One is 16 and one is 14 or 13, something like that.
So she's the oldest.
She's the oldest out of them.
Okay.
Okay. The 16-year-old, 18-year-old girl goes missing off the cruise ship.
Oh.
Okay.
That ain't missing, but I get you.
Okay, because well, listen, they do stop at places, right? When you're on a cruise ship, you stop at different ports, and they have to review. They have
exploring. She 18. She exploring. But go ahead. I get you. I know exactly what you're saying. You said
That's probably. Remember, we just talked about how when a teenager goes missing, especially a teenage girl, right? Especially if she would have been black, but she wasn't black. She was white. But a teenage girl, because a girl, they automatically assume she being fast. She out here exploring. She probably done met up with an older guy. She done went out on her own will and volition, right? First thing you think, she ain't missing. She gone. She's somewhere on. It's the carnival too. She's somewhere turned up partying. No. They was looking for her, never found her. When they finally found her after parking in Miami's port, coming back, because once they lost her, they turned around and came back to Miami, because I guess that was where they was closest to, whatever. Got there, the maid ended up finding her stuffed under a bed in her room, up under sheets and life jackets and all kind of stuff. Okay. So they have been looking for her for at least a day.
So this whole day she's stuffed under here asleep.
For real. Are you serious right now? Or are you playing?
I mean, I'm asking.
You playing, right? Sleep? You think she was asleep? Yeah, sleep, all right. Eternal sleep. Sleep? Come on, babe. Covered by sheets and life jackets under the bed in the cabin of the damn ship. Where her room. She was sharing a room with her stepbrothers. It's like, how did y'all know? The maid ended up finding her, because I guess they like, we just know she ain't in here. The boys, the oldest son is a suspect. Because they got to looking into everything. He's been obsessed with her. They found stuff that he didn't wrote, stuff that he didn't kept, pictures.
She's in the room.
But like you said, what was the first thing you thought, though? Don't do that. Don't do that. Because the first thing you thought was she was on some bullshit. She was somewhere being fast.
I'm talking about where she's found, right?
But before she was found, remember, she was missing for a couple of days. So the police and probably everybody on the ship was probably like, oh, she's somewhere being fast. You know, Carnival is a party ship. They got pineapples everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You know what pineapple mean on a cruise ship, right?
Down pineapple.
Either way you go, whatever. Okay? So they're probably thinking like she's somewhere trying to hide from her parents. She mad at her parents. Not even listening to them when they're saying like, no, we didn't have no argument. It was nothing going on with us. Not knowing that her and the stepbrother didn't had an argument about whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody knows. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody knows what her and the stepbrother argued about. Even the younger stepbrother had left. When he came back, the sister was gone. So he's just thinking she went back out exploring on the ship somewhere. He don't know that she's stuffed under the bed. He went to sleep. in there like nothing happened. Whole time a 16-year-old brother and her got into it and he didn't unalived her. Allegedly.
Yeah, context clues, man.
Allegedly. He done been obsessed with her. They showed receipts. And a lot more of it. A lot more of the receipts and stuff is gonna come out when I try, Court TV, this stuff on the YouTube. I'ma find it. I'ma keep y'all informed, updated, all that. So that's pretty much it. I remember I did have that on my that cruise ship passing away. I had it on here, but I hadn't spoke about it yet. So yeah, that's it. This has been a really good right here. Stepbrother suspect. She was 18. Her name is Anna Kepner. Anna Kepner. God rest her soul, and may God's will be done by all parties involved. May the truth come out and set everybody free. May everybody have serenity and peace during this trying time. I rebuke the enemy, Satan, and any plans that he have for that family, my family, your family, your family. If you under the sound of my voice, if you love us or hate us, if you watch us or don't, if this is your first time or if you have been here since episode 1, we love you and we wish nothing but the best for you. We pray the blood of Jesus over you and we thank you for being here. Ain't that right, T-Double?
Amen.
Amen. Now make sure you are subscribed to Time to Talk It Out. Okay, TTTIO podcast on YouTube. Talk It Out on Facebook and TikTok and Instagram. Right?
Bingo.
I'm learning. I'm getting better. Okay.
I said.
Okay, and make sure you subscribe. That's not it.
No,
what do you mean?
No, I was just.
Oh, well, that's it. I was right. Oh, because I'm going to say, don't do that. Because you got to make sure that you are subscribed to Life of T Double, LYFEOFTDOUBLE.
It's struggling, but yeah, it's struggling.
But you want to know what? It won't be for long. Make sure, y'all, if y'all are under the sound of my voice, please, thank you. Go and subscribe to Life of T Double. Make sure you are also subscribed to T Double TV, because if Life of T Double struggling, then T Double TV probably struggling too. But
really struggling.
But you want to know what? That is very temporary, because we reap what we sow, right? And God's timing is divine, and I want you guys to know. It's in the Bible somewhere, and I don't be knowing the addresses to all of the scriptures, but I'm grateful to God that when he speaks a word to me, I remember it. Listen here, when you're a believer, when you're connected, and you can have the faith of a mustard seed, right? A mustard seed, it's so little. I can't even, that's why it's so small. You can have the smallest amount of faith and belief in your creator, and so many doors are open to you, right? So also, though, what you got to understand is the same amount of doors that are opened, or possibly even more, than that are open for you, may have to be closed, because if he don't close a door, you won't go through the open one, because you so busy knocking on this closed door, opening it, breaking it, kicking that bitch down, because you like, hold on, this is my cheese, this is my door, this is where I'm supposed to go. I mean, I don't like it, I'm annoyed, I hate it, but this is mine, so I'm going. And I'm going to show up, and I'm going to show out, and I'm going to work hard, and I'm going to be that guy, that girl. But it's like, you know what, babe? This is not your door no more. And you can't look at that door as if that door is the source. Because if you do, you're going to be reminded every time, it's not. I'm your source, says the Lord. And I will show you. If I have to shock you and literally kidnap you, pick you up from that place, and is you gonna trust me? Is you gonna trust me? Over here at Time to Talk It Out, we are your partners in purpose. This is a safe space, okay? We understand and we are judgment free. Now we gonna hit you with the truth. The truth gonna set you free though. The truth is going to help you to understand that you is anointed. People that God don't care about, they don't care about the truth. They live in lies, they repeat lies, they stand on lies. But when you is one of God's chosen ones, a lie just don't sit right. Even if you telling it to yourself. I'm never gonna, this is terrible. I'm gonna, I am, it's never gonna. First thing you gotta remember is, if it's negative, it's not of God. God adds, he don't subtract. He's positive, he's not negative. The plans that he had for you is good and for his glory. So if it don't line up with that, it's of the enemy. If it's a lie, if it don't sound good, it's a lie when it come to you. Because Jeremiah 29:11, Psalms 91, all of those apply to you. So if it don't line up with that, then it's a lie. And you have to take every thought captive and do not attach your thoughts to lies. On good things is the only thing we keep our thoughts around here at Time to Talk It Out. And checking in TV.
That's it.
Life of T Double TV.
That's it. Bingo.
And that's it. So we appreciate y'all. Make sure you share this video. Okay. This clip, this segment, whatever it is, like it, share it, subscribe to the channels that are linked below. We love y'all. I've been talking my behind off, even though it's still here. Anything you want to say, Tito? Deuces. We'll see y'all next week.
Only been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months.